in the cup, light on my shoulders, I'm getting the rough. Money don't fold up, I feel like Pac in the tub. Showered in gold chains, knots on me. They got the slices, I stay with the block of cheese. Broccoli pressure, boy cost me 43. Hey, I stay in my lane, don't fuck with no one. Fuck with no one. Whoa. If you mad, hold your horses, I'm still going up. You cannot stop it, just sit back and watch it. I pull up in different whips, yeah, I got options. Don't play with that sneak dissing, boy, you chotters. They see me in person, they wanna talk about it. I feel like I'm pocking the tub with the chains on. Whole lot of gold. They want me to turn it down, I gotta stay on. And never go out. We ain't dimming the lights, no. Going out like their bikes. 12 o'clock. Everybody eating over here. Having more than one bite. Only the team get to play. Why? Only the team get to stay. Yeah. Silver spoon where they were with me. Dogs aggressive like they never ate. Savages. I was too quiet on the other side. Where they at? But I know they ain't plotting. Fuck with me, you die. No, I ain't playing. Telling me you.
Yo. What's going on, y'all? Shout out Slime. Shout out Lorenzo. Shout out Chris. What's going on, y'all? I hope everybody's doing well. We already got a few people in the building. It is very much appreciated. You see what I mean, man? This is Marcus Rosa, a.k.a. Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk. You know what I mean? I'm going to let a few people get in here. We're going to speak. We're going to talk that talk today, man. If y'all didn't check out Claymore Rain live, I just got out of there, man. I've been on live for like 3-4 hours straight. I ain't had shit else to do. You know what I mean? So we definitely got the chopping it up on there. Ray Davis, what up? Just got the chopping it up, I believe, with Ray right there, Clay and Ray, man, on that channel, man. We had some great productive boxing talk for sure, man. So if y'all not subscribed to Claymore Rain, man, go subscribe to the channel. Go check it out, man. That shit was fire, no doubt. But this is pretty much going to be an extension of that live. We got some things that we're going to speak on for sure. We're going to speak on the whole Saudi Arabia situation with Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. And then we're going to speak on the situation with Ryan Garcia being blocked, in my opinion, from the Romero fight. We definitely going to touch up on that, man. I hope everybody's having a great night. You know what I mean? Mr. Live, unfortunately, it's all right. It's all right, Chris. You know what I mean? Just turn the bell notifications on that boy Claymore Rain channel. You see what I'm saying? If not, there's plenty of lives he going to be on from here on out, so ain't nothing to really be worrying about. And there's always there to catch for replay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, for sure, man. No worries at all. You feel me? I need to get a charger for my phone real quick. TR says, found you on Claymore. What's good? Yeah, you the one that was talking crazy to me, right? Come on, man. You say you was going to press me about something. What you got to press me about, my brother? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Lorenzo put the eyes, man. Yeah, man. I remember what people be saying on here, man. I don't know what it is, man, but every time I go on like other people's lives and show support, it's like I get attacked on there. I was talking about it on Clay channel. There's always one person that feel away about me, or they start talking about me being light skinned and all this weird shit that should be the least of their concern. You see what I mean? But he said I was messing. Oh, all right, that's what's up there, man. Welcome to the channel, my brother, for sure. TR, what up? I hope that TR don't stand for top rank. I mean, I don't need Bob Aaron watching me right now. You feel me? I mean, I might need a credential sometime soon. Maybe you could help me out with that. You know what I mean? Because I'm definitely looking forward to getting some type of media passes once this channel blow up and I can interview them guys for sure. Yo, Sharon, what up? But yeah, man, every time I go on people live, they just be worried about the wrong shit. I'll be on there trying to talk boxing and, you know what I mean, build, you know what I mean, start networking and all that shit. And they were like, yo, bro, you look like J. Cole. Like, bro, these dudes, bro. Yo, your opinion don't matter because you light skinned. I'm like, okay. Not knowing, you know what I'm saying, you get hurt fucking with this light skinned nigga, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? They be talking crazy on here. Instagram worse. I I stick to the people that I know on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I post my stories. You know what I mean? I send little funny posts out, and that's really it. I don't really be on boxing forums on Instagram going back and forth with people. That's what we not going to do. You feel me? So yeah, so that ain't a thing. That definitely ain't a thing with me. Frequent flyer, what up? What up? Yo, if y'all mess with drones and all types of things of that nature, man, this dude Frequent Flyer channel is official. You go subscribe to that channel. It's something different. It ain't boxing, but you know what I mean? People got different interests, and it's a dope John. And he a fellow Philadelphian like myself. So of course I'm gonna shout him out. Y'all subscribe to that channel for sure. Anonymous, what up? Oh yeah, you talking about the anonymous accounts and fake pics. Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many burner accounts on there. Yeah, that shit ain't no joke. Claymore, what up? What up? But yeah, man, we got 13 people in the building. Smash the like button. You feel what I mean? So, you know what I mean, we could get these people attention. We could see this video on people home pages. You know what I mean? Get the algorithm on the up. You feel what I mean? Shout out to my boy Ralph, man. Ralph. Send me your Instagram, man, or follow me on Instagram so I can add you to the group chat, man. I like your opinion on boxing. You a cool brother, man. I want to add you to that group chat. You feel me? If you cool with it. Let's see what Lorenzo talking about. Mark, you seen the Saudi dude say he don't want no YouTube boxers out there fighting. He said he want the real fights. Yeah, I saw that. When I saw that, bro, I started clapping, bro. Like for real, bro. I was like, I had to give him an applause for that. That was something that I love to hear. You know what I mean? Because I've been somebody on this channel that's been against these YouTube boxers. I think that they detrimental to the sport of boxing. They can bring fans. You know what I mean? It's some slight pros that they might bring along. But at the same time, man, that's not what the sport of boxing is about. And I don't think that boxing should be a sport that you should be playing with. You know what I mean? So when these YouTubers get on here and they start boxing and they start talking like they real fighters, bro, it's embarrassing, bro. That was an embarrassing era. Like that era is slowly dying out because all the popular YouTubers is losing now. But that was an embarrassing moment for boxing, and it shows how vulnerable the sport is to corruption and just vulnerable to having the wrong people steer the ship. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I hope y'all understand that it's like extremely easy to become a professional fighter. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is pass a physical, fill out paperwork, and they'll give you your license, bro. Depending on what state athletic commission you go to. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Shout out to my boy Slime in the building, man. That's my brother, man. I hope you're doing well. Blessings, blessings. Let me see what they talking about up here. Let me see something real quick. Ralph said, if I was Haney, I would put up the same laughing emoji. I would put up some laughing emojis about the Ryan situation that had me dying. He ducked Haney and then didn't get the Rolly fight. Now he's out of a big fight. Yeah, well, that's karma at its finest, my brother. Like I spoke about it on the video that I just put up. Yo, we got 21 people in the building, man. Hit the like button. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, it's karma at its finest. You know what I mean? This is what happens when you don't stand on business. You know what I mean? That shit bound to catch up to you. It was a great opportunity that he could have taken, but he got greedy. It reminded me of that story. Do you ever remember that story? It's an old story, man, where it's like they had this dude had like a rooster that was laying like golden eggs, right? Like he would lay golden eggs. He made a fortune off of the golden eggs that this rooster was laying, right? I know this shit sound crazy, but just listen to what I'm saying. So the dude was making so much money, he let the greed get to him. You know what I mean? He ended up, you know what I mean, killing the rooster and attempting to open him up to see how much exactly was in him. But when he opened it up, there was no golden eggs in him. So it was like he got so greedy with what was going on that he tried to take advantage of the situation that he ended up with nothing. You feel me? I forgot what that story was called. Yeah, Anonymous said, yeah, this is a folk tale. Yeah, that's exactly what Ryan Garcia did, man. He had a good situation in front of him, but he just got a little too greedy. You know what I mean? He thought he found something better, moved on from the situation, and ended up with nothing. You feel me? So that's just what it is, man. Like Ryan Garcia got too greedy, and karma bit him in the ass, bro. And like I said in the video, God don't like ugly, man. if he a religious dude, he will understand that you did a dirty move behind the scenes, thinking that you had the one up on Devin Haney, and it didn't go how you thought it was gonna go. Because you completely ignored the fact that your promoter is on bad terms with you. So he's gonna make the what you want, he's gonna make really hard for you to get. You feel me? I understand that the promoter works for you, but at the same time, they do have certain powers over you. And that's conducting your business behind the scenes. They can mess up a lot of your opportunities. And it sounds like Oscar De La Hoya blatantly ruined that opportunity for him to fight Rolly Romero. He understands that Ryan Garcia is going to leave Golden Boy soon. So his main objective is to make it as hard for him as possible while he's there. And what does that involve? Getting fights that may potentially give him an L and not grant him them big money fights that could fill his pockets. You feel me? So that's what Oscar De La Hoya doing now. I think De La Hoya knows just as well as I know that Rolly Romero would give Ryan a bigger bag than Jose Ramirez. But his goal isn't to necessarily give Ryan a bigger bag. He just wants to put him through the ringer, bro. And that's just what it is. But that's what happens when you burn bridges with motherfuckers who have some type of power over you. These things could happen. Now Ryan has a target on his back, and De La Hoya is going to make sure he does everything in his power to make sure Ryan comes out of Golden Boy Promotions with another L. When he had lost to Gervonta Davis, it was understandable because Gervonta Davis was this big star. So it's not necessarily a shame to lose to somebody like Gervonta Davis. But when it's somebody like Jose Ramirez, who's not like a top level, I mean, at one point in time, he was one of the best 140s, but right now, he's like, you know what I mean? His stock has dropped. A lot of people have forgotten about Jose Ramirez, if we're being honest. So if he loses to him, they're going to be like, damn, this dude, Ryan Garcia, he not as good as we thought he was. You know what I mean? And they want him to look as exposed as possible before he leaves a promotional company. Because if other promoters see how vulnerable he is and how capable he is of losing a fight, they're not going to be too willing to invest in that man. You know what I mean? Unless they ultimately just try and cash him out and throw him to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't see it. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. Ryan is officially the Cap King. Can't take this dude serious anymore. Well, we been knew that, Anonymous. You watch boxing just as much as I do. On Claymore channel, I had brought up the situation where he was supposed to fight Gervonta Davis earlier on at one point. And he was in negotiations with Gervonta Davis. And all of a sudden, he stepped away from the negotiations because he had a fight. He claimed he had a fight against Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's team came out and said, yo, we don't know what he talking about. We ain't fighting him. What is he talking about? And then he ended up with neither one of those fights. And I think Gervonta ended up fighting, I think it was Isaac Cruz after that. I believe it was Isaac Cruz. You feel me? So he lost his opportunity in that situation. And you would think since that happened to him once, he wouldn't do it again. Wrong. You know what I mean? He did it again, stepped in shit again, and came out in a shitty situation. So that just goes to show how smart of a businessman Ryan Garcia is, and just how easy he is to manipulate. All Floyd had to do was take this nigga shopping and go for a jog with him. And that's all it took to fumble a bag with you. That's how easy it was to manipulate you. That's crazy, bro. Floyd could just show you a couple cars, show you a mansion, go jogging with you down in Vegas, and then walk and take a walk inside like a mall or some shit. And all of a sudden, you willing to take this man's advice. Floyd not trying to do anything except get a bag off of you, bro. He wouldn't have advised you to fight nobody outside of the TMT stable. But because Rolly Romero is somebody that he profits off of course he wants to line that fight up with you. He knows that Rolly is capable of winning the fight. And he knows that he could generate some revenue off of both of you guys building up the fight. It's all because it benefits Floyd at the end of the day. He is not in your best interest. He doesn't care about your best interest, bro. He's all about whatever makes his bank account grow. It has nothing to do with being cool with you or anything like that. He's like, oh, yeah, Floyd's a mentor. You know what I'm saying? But I remember at one point in time, he was shitting on Floyd Mayweather, saying he would rather have Manny Pacquiao's career and Pacquiao is greater than Floyd, alluding to all that type of ridiculous stuff. You feel me? I think he even shot some shots at Floyd in the past, and all of a sudden Floyd give you a call and you running over to Vegas trying to be buddy with him. Ryan Garcia is a goofy, bro. Real life goofy. Definitely wouldn't be my friend. I couldn't rock with somebody like that if you asking me. You know what I mean? He's a square for sure. We got 20 people in the building, man. We consistently keeping the views up there. It is very much appreciated. Y'all hit the like button. Let's get 20 likes in here, man. You know what I mean? Let's get the I think he was starstruck kinda about Floyd. I don't think it was kinda. I think he was extremely starstruck. You know what I mean? When they asked Floyd like who was the superstars in boxing, he said, "Oh well, you know, it's three. It's three. Canelo, Gervonta, and Ryan Garcia." Look at Ryan Garcia's face after he said that. He was like goofy, bro. Anonymous says legendary corny. That's a fact. In my 50 Cent voice. Claymore says he really played himself crazy. That's a fact. That's what happens, bro. What guy, since this dude's so religious and he's so with Jesus Christ and everything like that, what Jesus told you about blocking your blessings, man? You know what I mean, what he told you about blocking your blessings? That boy need to read up on that Bible more. He need to do some more research. He made the mistake before. You think that he would learn from it, and he didn't. That's just prideful, egotistical shit that Ryan Garcia be on, bro. He's a clown, bro. And I can't stand people that play behind that God cloth, act like man, you is a cornball. You don't stand on no business. You have zero integrity. That's why people don't fuck with you like that. But then on top of that, you not even the star that you acting like you are. You know what I'm saying? You was going around telling Devin Haney you'll be back and you need me, I don't need you. What is it looking like now? Who does it look like? Who does it look like needs more help at this point in time? Is it Ryan Garcia who doesn't have an opponent? Or is it Devin Haney who has multiple options? Multiple options. You seen the bag that Saudi Arabia trying to put up, bro? You think the Saudi Arabian motherfuckers want to deal with? You think they care about Ryan Garcia? No, he not nobody. He ain't no champion. What he like? What he had one mega fight. He quit. Munchie Ray, shout out to you, homie. He says Ryan Garcia is a sellout, bro. He let the IG clout get to his head. He admitted it too. I remember him he was like, yeah, man, like I used to care about social media, but now I want to be a champion. You get in negotiations to fight for a WBC title, which you've been in line for. Even at lightweight, you was in line for the WBC title. You walk away from it thinking you about to get a WBA one. And your own promoter blocked it because he don't fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? Claymore Rain says, Devin Haney really the blueprint right now. Started to bust everybody bubble. We just got to call it straight. Yeah, but you got to thank Bill Haney for that. Because in all honesty, Bill Haney was the one that funded Devin Haney's career at the very beginning. So he was able to not need a promoter. You know what I'm saying? He had the funds available where he could just move in whatever direction he wanted, pay for bouts and things of that nature. You feel me? So he was able to do so. And he was real fortunate. You know what I mean? He was real fortunate because there's some talented fighters out here that don't have that financial backing, that don't have no sponsors that can make them independent. Some people come up in bad financial circumstances and need that push from a promoter to get to that next level. Fortunately, you know what I mean? Devin Haney had the money to fuel his career, and he's been making his own moves ever since then, man. And he's putting the work in, and he's backing up. He's backing up his moves with some great victories. You feel me? That wouldn't have been possible without Bill Haney, man. Shout out to the real fathers out here, man. Shout out to the real fathers. You gotta respect that. Even though Bill Haney could piss me off here and there, man, one thing we can't deny is him being a great father. He's a great father. You feel me? That's one thing you can't really deny about him. He don't play about his son. You know what I mean? And I have hopes of being a great father just like him. I hope I experienced everything he experienced as a father. You feel me? But yeah, in terms of being a free agent, bro, that's always been the best move for a fighter. You feel me? That's always been the best move. When you able to go to whatever network you want to and you're not tied down to a network or anything like that, bro, that's how you know you really your own boss. When you can really move however you want. You sitting at the table with the promoters to discuss the purses and you there sitting down with the networks to see what they offering. You know what I mean? It's just you, your lawyer, and your manager, bro. That's how you know. And you ain't nobody hiding. You know what I mean? Everything's the books is transparent. You understand every you know where every dollar's going, how much you getting. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody scraping nothing off the top, no middlemen involved. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know you truly a boss, man. There's a lot of these guys out here that claim to be bosses, and then when motherfuckers trying to bring business to the table, they're like, call Al. What I got to call Al for? You call Al. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't be understand. What I got to call Al for? Nigga, you call him and tell him that you want to make this fight happen since you so about it. Fuck, I need. I don't got Al number. Al don't talk to nobody. Fuck, I gotta call him for. How I'm gonna find his number? You got it. Give me his number. Fuck you talking about? Ryan Garcia had one mega fight and he took a knee like Kaepernick and then quit. That's a fact. He ain't want no more. Oh, it was my rib. Okay. Sure, buddy. Earl Spence just fought with a broken rib. You ain't seen him quit. They had to stop that shit. I hate bringing people's numbers up and stuff, but then his fight against Duarte not sell out. I mean, I know it wasn't on pay-per-view. I mean, if he this big pay-per-view star, why wasn't Duarte fighting on pay-per-view? Why wasn't he fighting Duarte on a pay-per-view? Bill hilarious. He annoying sometimes. Well, a lot of times, but I mean, Bill is a good dad. I like Dev the fighter. They just slightly cornballish as all. Yeah, I think they just, I don't know, they just give it up different. They from a different location. They act different. They talk different. I don't know, bro. I try not to really focus on that and just focus on them as I try to focus on Devin as a boxer, not as a person. Because you ain't gonna like everybody, you know what I'm saying? But this guy keep it boxing. Shout out to my boy Chris with the $2 super chat. He says Ryan took a knee for the first responders. That's crazy. That boy was on some Kobe Covington shit. He said, I would like to thank all of my first responders. Man, shut your dumb ass up. That fucking egg you just laid up against Leon Edwards, nigga, made me lose $50 to Ree. Because you're bum ass. You want to call out, you want to shout out the first responders. Nigga, the first responders don't fuck with you after that shit you just did. Stupid ass. Frequent Flyer RC. He says, I think his gate was good, though. Right under Hano's gate. For those that don't know what he's talking about Devin Haney. He calls him Hanos. And I think that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I never heard that one. That's pretty good. Hanos. That's the bid. Yeah, I know you told me. You know what I mean? But I guess I ain't listen. I lost a good 50 piece off that, John. We got 20 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. So I pretty much spoke about Ryan Garcia being blocked from the Rolly Romero fight. You know what I mean? Spoke on that. Also made a video about it if y'all want to go check it out. But let's get into the whole situation with Saudi Arabia and them wanting the Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney fight. Now, I forgot this dude's last name. I ain't going to lie to you. But they call him Your Excellency, and his name is like Turkey something. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna call the motherfucker Turkey. I don't know, whatever. He had did an interview. I don't know who he did the interview with, but shout out to whoever conducted it. He says that okay, so his name is Turkey Ala Sheik, I believe. Turkey Ala Sheik. Yeah, appreciate y'all correcting me on that. Thank you very much. Yo, shout out to Retro Boxing and Documentaries, man, aka Blood Boxing, man. This is a legend in the YouTube boxing community, man. Shout out to you for tuning in. That's a humbling experience, man. Y'all subscribe to this, man. This the OG right here. Been around for the longest. And I'm just let me know I'm doing something good if I got people that's stamped in the boxing community checking out the channel. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Retro. But let's talk about what Turkey Al Sheik had getting into. First of all, salute to him, man, because in all honesty, he's doing some amazing things with boxing right now. He's putting his money where his mouth is, you know what I mean, and really making some big fights happen. He's been putting on some good events. Most recently, the Joshua Wilder fight, Anthony Joshua, Otto Wallin. What else? He had put together. He had Jai Opataya on there. He had Dimitri Bivol. This was like all on the same card, bro. He said that he's no longer partaking in YouTube boxing, which I think is phenomenal. You know what I mean? I think that's a great thing. Focus more on the actual guys who deserve the opportunity, not somebody who hopped on a video and all of a sudden fighting for millions of dollars, or somebody who was on a Disney Channel, all of a sudden they getting ranked in sanctioning bodies and shit like that. So shout out to Turkey for actually focusing on the guys who truly deserve it, the one who's actually pushing the boxing culture forward, man. That was dope to hear. That was good to hear, bro. That's pretty relieving in all honesty to really hear that and not have somebody who's all about the money. It seems like he's more about quality at this point in time. He got money. So it seems like he's really invested in boxing. He really wants to see the sport grow, and I'm with that. You know what I mean? Of course, he has other intentions to bring more tourists over to Saudi Arabia and make it like a boxing landmark, I guess you would say, or a boxing home. You know what I mean? Retro says, I like what they are doing. They have a great vision. I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. Yeah, Clay, of course. Let me drop that link real quick. They doing some amazing things, bro, and I back it 1,000% because, like I've said on my channel multiple times, I'm for whatever progresses the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? I thought these YouTube boxers were detrimental at one point. A lot of people weren't taking the sport of boxing serious. Everybody felt like they could do it, and this is why you see guys like rappers like Blueface Boxing and NLE Choppa and all these little weirdos on here, bro, trying to get a bag. You know what I mean? So it's dope to see somebody actually have boxing in their interest and not necessarily like trying to milk the game. You know what I mean? So it was good to see. But he also spoke about how he really desired bringing Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney over to Saudi Arabia. Now, this is something that they're very capable of doing, and it's simply because they have the funds to do so. You know what I mean? They have no problem putting some money up. From what I understand, they said Anthony Joshua is getting $50 million to fight Francis Ngannou. And that's not even like one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing. So I can only imagine what they will offer somebody like Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis. You know what I mean? That's a huge fight. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Clay, man. What up?
What up, though, Mark? Go ahead, man.
No, I was saying, like, I can only imagine what they're gonna give Anthony Joshua and Devin. I mean, Anthony Joshua and Devin Haney. I can only imagine what they give Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, because from what I understand, they giving Anthony Joshua, like I said, $50 million to fight Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, on the other hand, is getting $20 million for his second professional fight in boxing. Insane. That must be some type of record. You know what I'm saying?
That's 30 million total. That's 30 million total he's made so far doing his boxing thing.
So he made 10 for Fury.
Yeah, he made 10 for Fury. Yep.
Wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. 10 million for a boxing debut is crazy. Cause I know people that made 500. So
crazy.
That's impressive.
And for his debut to be against a lineal champion.
Oh yeah, it's a fact. So can Slime join the live later? Of course. The link is right there whenever you're ready. But yeah, man. So going more into the situation, he says that he specifically would like to bring Devin Haney over. I'm sure that he's alluding to them having some type of friendship or whatever, or just having like a good business relationship. I'm sure they've spoken before. I think Devin was in Saudi Arabia when Wilder and them was fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he's real adamant about bringing Devin Haney over to showcase his talents over there. And with Gervonta Davis being a new Muslim, I guess you would say, I'm sure that he would be very welcoming of Gervonta Davis coming over to Saudi Arabia as well. Now, the question that I really want to get into, and I'm going to ask you this, and then I'm going to provide my opinion, is do you think, because I spoke about this on a video I just put out a couple hours ago, do you think that the PBC will allow Gervonta Davis to take this opportunity? Because if we really look at who Saudi Arabia has allowed to fight over there, it was only one PBC fighter, and this is a PBC fighter in Deontay Wilder that claimed that he was going to take his career into his own hands from now on. So he wasn't going to allow Al Haymon to make his business moves or advise him on anything anymore. He was going to take his career into his own hands, and that happens to be the only PBC fighter that I could recollect that was fighting in Saudi Arabia. So I'm asking you, do you believe, even though Saudi Arabia might put the funds up, they're going to give him the bread he's looking for? We know this. Do you think the PBC is going to let go and let Gervonta do what he wants?
Man, that's really a great question, right? Because we have to look at it from the perspective of how much of a choice do they really have in it, right? Like, clearly they can put some roadblocks there to block Gervonta for a period of time. But I don't know if Al Haymon wants to build it, because Al Haymon's always built this reputation as to, like, he'll do what's best for the boxers, right? He's always had this reputation like he's going to get them the most money they can get, and he's going to do what's best for them. So for him to get in the way of that would almost be going against his whole entire mantra of PBC. What I see happening is I see Al Haymon reaching out and communicating accordingly with Turki Al-Sheikh. I see him being open to allowing Gervonta to go over there just based off the fact that he has an image to keep, number one, and number two, I have questions as to how they plan on paying these fighters. I mean, we are coming towards the end of January right now, so we got February, March that they're supposed to have an event coming up, and we don't even know what the roster is for this event. They haven't put out any of the fights, and my question is, how are they paying these fighters? Is Amazon making a deal with them where they're just providing the platform, or has Amazon also got involved in the actual purse, in the purse bids that's going to take to pay these fighters? So I think Al Haymon is caught up in a situation right now to where he has to figure out a couple of things, and I think Turki Al-Sheikh might be able to fill in a lot of those blanks right now. So I think he's going to want to be in the grace of Saudi Arabia right now. He's not going to want to make too many waves, and I could definitely see him working with Turki Al-Sheikh to letting Gervonta fight over there.
So you could see, you think that Al Haymon will be open to the possibility of working with Turki Al-Sheikh to make this fight happen?
Yeah, man, I think it just makes business sense, and I think Al Haymon is a businessman. I also know that Saudi Arabia has business dealings with Vince McMahon, right? The owner of WWE. That's a big connection right there. We all know that that Al Haymon has connections with Vince McMahon. You know what I'm saying? That Vince McMahon's really like Al Haymon's OG. You know what I'm saying? He's really the one who taught Al Haymon everything he knows. So I think that there's a connection there, and I think I think it's very possible, and I'm optimistic, actually, to be honest with you, that Al Haymon would work with Turki Al-Sheikh. I'm actually optimistic of it.
Okay. Well, me on the other hand, man, I think there's a couple questions that really need to be answered in all honesty. And there was somebody who actually brought up a good point, because from what I understand, they saying Gervonta can't leave Baltimore right now. So that's something that has been said that could actually prevent this fight from happening. You know what I mean? Especially if the judge is giving him a hard time and is seriously just got a grip on him where he's not allowing him to really move how he wants to. That could definitely be a problem. Another thing, with this fight being on, with PBC now going over to Amazon Prime, and from what I see, it's maybe because he's doing a lot of business with UK promoters. Is Turki strictly just working with the zone, or is he willing to work with Amazon Prime to do these fights? You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that I was thinking about. I'm not sure. I don't know if, but because he welcomed Al Haymon, he had shouted out Al Haymon and said that he would like to make these fights happen with him. I'm sure that he may be able to make something happen. I'm sure he's welcome to the possibility of bringing Amazon Prime over there to showcase a fight. You know what I mean? So there's that. But then this is something that I also wanted to speak about. Now, this may be a totally different situation, but I do recall this. I remember when Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford were struggling to get the fight done, right? This was right after Terrence Crawford had fought David Evanesian. And Terrence Crawford went on live. No. This is actually a little bit before he fought David Evanesian. He had went on live and expressed his frustrations with the whole Earl Spence fight happening because at that time, Terrence Crawford was facing a lot of criticism from fans because he decided to take the Evanesian fight when he was supposed to be working out the Earl Spence fight. So he said that there were multiple, you know what I mean, like investors hitting him up saying that they wanted to be a part of the whole Earl Spence fight and things of that nature, and that they had this much money that they were guaranteeing and offering like percentages of pay-per-views and things of that nature. And I remember he was like, "Yo, like let's make this happen." Like he'll FaceTime Earl like, "Yo, they said they putting up this much money. Like, so what we doing? Like, we really gonna take this money? What we doing?" And Earl like, "Oh man, like I want you to talk to Al. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk. Let's talk to Al." So Terrence Crawford ends up talking to Al, and Al Heyman told him straight up from what Terrence Crawford said. He said, "Yo, I ain't letting nobody touch this fight." You know what I'm saying? He said he not letting nobody touch this fight. And eventually, and from what we've seen, Al Heyman took over that whole fight with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Now, I'm bringing this up because Al Heyman could easily take that same approach with the Gervonta Davis versus Devin Haney fight. You see what I mean? They share some similarities in terms of one being a PBC fighter and another one being a free agent. Terrence Crawford was the free agent. Earl Spence was the PBC fighter. So if let's say Devin Haney reaches out to Al and be like, "Yo, like Turkey Al Sheik wants to make this fight happen with Gervonta Davis," Al Heyman could easily be like, "Yo, I ain't letting nobody touch this fight." You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna do this on Prime. You know what I'm saying? So he might completely not want to take this fight on with Al Sheik or anything of that nature. He might want to keep everything to himself. You know what I mean? And historically, they've been pretty hesitant with allowing their top guys to fight guys from different promotional stables or guys who not all the way in the PBC family. You know what I mean? Under that label. You feel me? Because I think Al Heyman understands that this is a fight that may be extremely difficult for Gervonta. Gervonta, it might be a situation where he may come up short in that fight. You know what I mean? And Al Heyman he doesn't really win from that situation because Devin Haney is not signed with him. So maybe if Devin Haney was signed with PBC, yeah, I mean, he'd probably be more motivated or be more encouraged to put this fight together. But there's so many different questions, bro, and so many circumstances surrounding the situation, bro. I really don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I think at the end of the day, it's up in the air. I think we're definitely dealing with this is a little bit of a different animal as far as dealing with the Saudis and dealing with Turkey and the Crown Prince. Their money they really got extra deep pockets. They're affiliated with the right people in the entertainment sports, you know what I mean? And they've shown that they're willing to spare no expense to make history and be part of the reason they're making history. And we got to remember, this is a bigger picture, right? Outside of boxing, they're actually trying to turn Riyadh into like a sports mega center of the world, right? They're bringing soccer, Formula One racing there, tennis. You know what I mean? They're signing the biggest players. They're sparing no expense at trying to achieve their goals. So when we're talking about Al Heyman, we're talking about a businessman first, right? This is not somebody who's shown me the characteristics of somebody who operates emotionally. He operates on the bottom line. He wants all his deals to be very lucrative, and he wants it to make sense for his business. So when Terrence Crawford came to Al Heyman with his opportunity, it wasn't lucrative for Al Heyman. It was lucrative for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? It was lucrative for Terrence, and he's going to make sure he comes up. But at the end of the day, when Errol did finally tell Al that he really wanted to fight, Al did make the deal happen. It took Terrence having to come over to PBC for it to happen, but it ultimately did happen. Now, Turkey Al Sheik and Al Heyman sit at a table with lawyers, with budgets. I think right now Al Heyman's in a position to where he's got to be he got to have an open ear a little bit when it comes to money, because like I said earlier and what I said before, I don't know how the budget's been confirmed with Amazon. It looks like he could use some, there's rumors out there that he could use some money right now. And when you look at the fact that they have a card coming up in March right now, that's 2 months away, man, pretty much 2.5 months away. It's kind of not normal for us to not know who's going to be on the card yet. He hasn't even really put up one fight that's going to be on the card yet. He hasn't said one fight. Like he said, Gervonta is supposed to be on there, but he hasn't put up the fight, right? He hasn't said it's going to be Gervonta and this dude. And I think it's reasonable to say that the reason he hasn't is because he's trying to pay Gervonta top dollar, because Gervonta doesn't want to take no short money. And now he's got to use whatever money he's got left to find that right fighter who's going to dance with him and make it a pay-per-view worthy fight, as well as pay them something that he can afford to pay them. Because I'm hearing rumors that he might be paying people out of his pocket, all types of things. I just think Turkey right now is somebody who Al Heyman can't afford to not at least listen to right now, to see if he can find something that's going to help him push his huge roster that he has. And I emphasize huge because he has a lot of fighters that he has to get fights this year.
It's a fact, bro. If they able to come together, man, and get some fights together, man, this may be the best year of 2020. This may be one of the best. 2024 might be one of the best boxing years we've seen in a long time. If Turkey, Al-Sheikh, who's has billions of dollars within reach, and somebody like Al Heyman, who's the genius businessman that he is, if they able to come together and make something work, bro, we may see the fights that we've been calling for a long time, man. Because I think that's the only thing that really be stopping a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's like this dude got like an unlimited budget.
It's really like that. Yo, Mazuma, Mark, it's really like that. Like he really can. These dudes built a stadium, 2 stadiums in 3 weeks for the events, and gave the main event its own stadium. I'm talking about the things that they've done is unprecedented, right? Like the things that they've done to make these fights. They hired the Super Bowl marketing team, the one that makes the Super Bowl, the commercials, and organize the whole. They hired them to organize the Jake Paul event, the Jake Paul Tommy Fury event. They're showing no signs of giving in or taking a knee to anything. There's nothing that will shock these guys, bro. They're gonna do whatever it takes to make these fights happen. It just takes an open ear. And look, Turkey right now, I don't know if you're familiar with the feud that was going on between Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn. It was to see them working together now.
I was aware of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the feud that they had, they were never going to work with each other. This was something that was like their feud was a realer feud than, let's say, Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. They had a way realer feud. You know what I'm saying? And Turkey was able to bring them both to the table and be like, look, man, let's not deal with the nonsense. Let's be honest about this. And they were able to come to a deal, shake hands. And now not only does he have them working together, he has them coordinating an event right now where Frank Warren's going to get hit 5 bit. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Fire, so they have an ability to
in the same press conference was insane. That was insane to me, bro. Like watching that was crazy. I was like, damn, it's crazy what money could do, bro.
Mark, you said you think he will though?
Everything sound plausible. Yo, Frequent, I didn't even know you was in here. Salute, brother. What's up, Frequent?
Oh yeah, salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. Yeah, I was saying, Mark, you said that you don't think that he would, right?
No, I said that there's some questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I don't.
As in, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I don't think that he would.
Who Tank. Al?
I don't think that Al Heyman would let Tank go over to Saudi and fight Devin Haney, and the reason being is I don't think that the PBC really want Tank to have a possibility to lose to somebody like Devin Haney, you know, somebody who's not under the PBC, you know, and I'm pretty sure that Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, you know, their side, they're quite aware that Tank could possibly lose to him, you know, to Devin Haney.
Mm-hmm.
With the sparring, the sparring and all of that stuff, all the different things they've been through. I'm pretty sure that they know it's a possibility that he could lose. And I just don't think that they would gamble like that to, allow even a chance for him to lose to somebody like Devin Haney, who's not under their promotional banner under PBC.
This is what I think. I think that his handlers, like Gervonta Davis handlers, they see something in Devin Haney that makes them hesitant. I'm gonna just say that
Exactly.
there's something that they see. I don't know if it's the style. I don't know if it's the range. I don't know if it's the weight. I don't know what it is, but there's something that they see in Devin Haney that they don't feel like dealing with at this present time. That's what I think. But let me read this real quick because this is dope right here. My man Lorenzo said, "Yo, bros, in the chat, I'm with wifey right now. She had her doctor appointment. We just found out our gender for our baby. We having a daughter. That's beautiful, man. Yo,
Can I hit the
shout
horn
out
for
to my
them?
boy. Yo, yeah. Go ahead.
Congratulations, yo.
Shout out to my boy
Sure.
Lorenzo, man. About to have a beautiful baby girl, man. Congratulations. That is a dope situation, man. Congratulations to you and yours. I hope y'all have a smooth pregnancy. And I hope y'all come out with a healthy baby girl, man. Shout out to you, man. That's amazing, bro. Looking forward to
Yeah,
having a
man. And
daughter
shout out
myself.
to bless us with that, sharing that information with the room, man. That's I mean, you didn't have to do that, man. And
Yeah, Lorenzo, my brother, man. We in a group chat together, man. We talk every day.
we
That's my boy. Shout
that's
out
what's
to
up,
him, man.
man.
That's sensational, bro. Love it. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, man. That's pretty much that, man. Like, we both provided our opinion. You more on the optimistic side. Me, I want to share that optimistic side with you, but I just feel like there's too many questions at this point in time to really make me confident in providing an answer. You know what I mean? But as of right now, man, if I really had to like put money up on it, my instinct is telling me that they're not gonna let that boy go over to Saudi Arabia, man. I don't think they're
It's,
gonna let him do that at all. I think that they have a formula right now. They feeling like it works, and they gonna continue doing that. To they just want to keep robbing the bank, man.
it's
Uh,
more reasons not to, right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they so invested in Gervonta Davis right now that they don't want to put him in a situation where his stock could drop. He may possibly take a L. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like with boxing, it's not like the UFC where motherfuckers could get like 10, 11 losses and still get a title shot. It's like each time you take a loss, it's like your stock is dropping dramatically each time. You could go from a $10 million payday to a $2 million payday with just 2, 3 losses.
Well,
You see what I
I
mean?
want to add. Allow me to add something to this equation, right? And you guys tell me what you think, right? So, at the end of the day, the reason that Al Heyman wouldn't want Gervonta Tank Davis to go over there is because of Gervonta being undefeated and knocking people out is a very profitable situation for Al Heyman, and he doesn't want to compromise his investment, which is Tank Davis, right? That makes sense. Is that what we're all pretty much saying?
Yeah.
Like he
Absolutely.
wants to protect his bag, right? Okay. See, the wild card in this conversation is that there may be a way to hedge. We have a man whose pockets is so deep that he could possibly hedge any type of worries that this guy has, because the reality is he wants Gervonta Tank Davis to get all those pay-per-view numbers, because he really uses Gervonta and Canelo as the way that he pays a lot of other fighters, because a lot of other fighters don't pull the money that these two guys pull, right? So if he's able to coordinate a very lucrative deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh that would fund a lot of the endeavors that he's trying to fund stateside, right? If the price at being able to develop fighters, give them a platform, make PBC a mega superstar provider of fights on the stateside, I think Al Heyman is open to anything that makes sense dollars wise. If Turkey's able to make it make sense money-wise, I don't think he'll give a damn if Gervonta loses. He only gives a damn if Gervonta loses. It's not an emotional bond. It's a financial thing. It's a money thing. It's a business thing. Turkey Al-Sheikh has the ability to make it make sense because his pockets are that deep. And that's why I'm optimistic. And once again, him and Vince McMahon, as far as Al Heyman and Vince McMahon is concerned, they have an understanding. And I think Vince McMahon can possibly be the bridge that people aren't talking about yet, but we'll be talking about in the months to come, that his presence is going to make a big difference on how open Al Heyman is to speaking with Al-Sheikh and how possible the deal is to going through.
That sound good, but it's just one thing, bro. I don't think Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather are going to be so happy about doing that, knowing that his leverage, his A-side leverage is reduced to nothing over there. You know, he won't be able to do any, stipulations or putting any stipulations on, Haney or nothing like that, And it seems like a lot of their fights, contain those things, the Ryan Garcia fight, the fights that they be having. It just seemed like they want to be the A side and control, a lot of the things that's that a champion would want. Like he would want it to be on his side with his fans there, where he wanted to be, be able to dictate all the terms and everything. Over there, it's just, it's going to be over there. Everything is equal. And
okay,
so,
look,
I was going to say, and so a lot of people that I heard discussing this, a lot of people are bringing up on the Tank side are bringing up, everything that Tank has worked for. Oh, you're just going to take that away. They're like, a lot of them are not happy about the Saudis coming into boxing. They seem like they just want them to go away. They're taking that stance, saying that everything that Tank has worked for is going to be gone if he fight over there. And even though we don't look at it like that, I just think they do.
Well, here's the other side of the coin. Here's the other option, right? Here's the other option. This is very important. The friendly Saudis who are willing to work with you is a separate conversation for the unfriendly Saudis who have decided that you become an op, right? So what does that mean? That means that we all know in real time Al Heyman cannot compete with Saudi Arabia's money. They're going to lose in the long run if they don't play nice up front. So they may look strong in the beginning, but we all have to remember and understand that Tank Davis isn't going to fight forever. Neither is Canelo. He's probably getting ready to retire sooner than we might want to think he is. They need to think about the bigger picture. And I just have to believe that Al Heyman is smarter than to just let his moment right now supersede the legacy of his company. They've been paying their fighters a lot of money, fellas, for a long time. There's all kind of rumors out there about how they've been paying the money and how in reality they haven't even been as profitable as they look like they've been, right? If their fighters start coming towards the end of their contracts and start not renewing their contracts and going over to Saudi Arabia or go over to a company that Turkey Al-Sheikh could set up in America, he could set up a promotional company like that over here and fill up that bank account with all kinds of money and make whoever. He could just take Eddie Hearns and say, Eddie grabs fighters here all the time, and he can make it an issue for PBC because Al Heyman really just can't afford to do what the Saudi can do. I just can't imagine. And to answer your question, Lorenz Hortas, yes, Shane McMahon actually does do most of the business. Actually, Vince McMahon is retired, but Vince McMahon still has he has the bigger relationship with the Saudi. That's why they actually flew Shane McMahon out to that event. Remember when they flew everybody out, as far as like Roberto Duran, when they flew out Leonard, Vince McMahon was one of the top guys that they flew out there. They have a very deep relationship with him, and Vince McMahon is 100% Al Heyman's mentor in this sport. He is his mentor. Like that's who Vince McMahon is to Al Heyman. Al Heyman.
I never knew that they was cool. I never knew.
Yeah, Al Heyman used to work for WWF. That's where he started his career, was with the WWF. He was working for Vince McMahon. You guys could do your research on that. So Al Heyman has,
I thought that was Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just get it right now. Let's get it out the way right now. Hold on 2 seconds. It won't take me long at all. Let's call it a day.
I thought that name sound familiar, and I was like, he not talking about the wrestling bull.
He talking about Paul Heyman.
He is talking about him.
Paul Heyman is the white guy. I'm talking about Al Heyman. Watch this.
Okay.
I know who
I'm talking about Vince McMahon, though. I didn't think he was talking about him. You know what I mean? when I heard that name, it popped in my head, but I didn't think he was talking about the wrestling dude.
Yeah, because I know Al Heyman started in the music industry.
That's what I thought too.
Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on.
Yeah, because for real, Al Heyman started he was doing he was in charge of the Thriller tour and Eddie Murphy's Raw tour and shit like that. He came from the music industry before he came into boxing. Al Heyman had a brother that was boxing, and then since then, he had a pretty messed up career. And then from there, he started advising Floyd Mayweather and shit like that.
Yeah,
dude, you guys are right. You
probably talking about Paul Heyman. I heard you say it the first time. And I was like, I never heard Vince McMahon and Al Heyman have a relationship.
Why did I hear that? Was it Paul Heyman?
You had to be talking about Paul Heyman, bro.
Well, I wasn't talking. I was definitely talking about
Al,
I think
but you mixed the two up.
Information I got was whoever. When I'm trying to remember, I'm on PBC Showtime. However,
we got 30.
Right. In that case, well, here's the other scenario. Fine then. So, wow, I could have sworn that Al Heyman. I'm gonna look deeper into it, but I'll leave it at that. I'll say I made a mistake right now. I'll say it like this, right? So fine. So Al Heyman has no relationship with Vince McMahon or with Turkey Al-Sheikh. If he goes to war, I don't think I have it on mine. Do I have it on mine? I'm on my computer, but if they go to war,
I was about to say, what you hitchhiking? What you doing over there?
Because I think it's because I'm not on my computer. I think it's because I'm using this app here, but I usually it works. I'm on my MacBook. But if they go to war about it, in the long run, PBC is just going to lose then, because the deals that Saudi can offer, PBC can't offer those fighters that deal. And when you look at how the fighters on PBC's roster is just not busy, they're not fighting 3-4 times a year, man. They're not.
Nah.
So you're going to have to really triple up your workload. You're going to have to really pay these guys. You're going to have them fighting. And listen, Amazon is offering them how many fights a year? 12? No, 6, right? Is it 6? Nobody knows?
Damn,
originally, I was hearing people say 6 because there was supposed to be another platform, a second platform, but they never came out and announced nothing else though. When I heard that they were supposed to, so I don't know now.
Yeah, it's something that's definitely holding up that whole situation, because if they were supposed to get jump started in March, they should have came out with something so they could get on the road with promoting the fight and things like that, bro. I need to figure out what's going on, because
I think that's what it is. That might be what it is, because in the beginning, I was hearing rumors about 2 platforms that they were going to do, and they were going to split, the fights between the 2. But then the Amazon Prime one came out. Some people were suspecting that it might be like Netflix or something like that, but they never made the second announcement about, the second platform. So I'm wondering if it's just going to be Amazon Prime, or is that what's holding everything up? Because, some people starting to think that, it might be some trouble with that deal with the Amazon Prime, because they didn't announce anything yet.
Yeah, the only thing they seem to announce is that they did a deal with Amazon. like PBC on Prime and shit like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I
ever since,
meant like the fights. They didn't announce no
yeah,
fights or nothing like
yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. I'm right with you. So it just sounds like people just I don't know, bro. It's something definitely going on that's not solidified yet, for sure.
Yeah,
This
man.
is go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah. It's really strange that they're talking about having their first event in March, and we haven't heard anything about the fighters that are getting ready to fight on that card. That is not normal.
At all. They would have been announced if they had really had things in motion, bro. I don't know what's going
Yeah, you know
on.
what I
Shit,
mean.
not really. But
Yeah, but Clay, you don't think that Al Heyman's probably looking at it like, we've been doing it. Oh, we've been doing okay by ourselves so far. Like, thinking that the Saudis, they don't need the Saudis and whatnot.
that would be ridiculous, bro, if they take that approach, honestly. If
I
there's a whole
mean,
bunch
if
of
they
money
take
out
that
there like
approach,
that,
that's on them. Like, I mean, we'll see. They better have the money though. Right now, Saudi is spending, and we don't know what they're doing. But yeah, it's reasonable. It's reasonable to
yeah, there was also a
entertain all
time.
that.
Remember when the zone came out and had this crazy ass budget and they was overpaying everybody? Al
Facts.
Heyman
That's how
said
Devin Haney came up.
yeah, they was like overpaying like Tevin Farmer and all these dudes. I think they paid Mikey Garcia like 6 million to fight Jesse Vargas and shit like that. So it was like they was like really cashing out, and like Al Heyman ain't never get involved with them. He just like stood in his little circle.
Well,
So
look, y'all don't think like if Al Heyman advised his fighters um not to deal with the Saudis or whatnot, not to go over there, not to take that money, you don't think that they would do that? Because
that's what they literally pay him for advisory. So if he advises them to do something, if they're paying him for his advice, then they should follow it typically. But
yeah, I was thinking
Deontay
like he
Wilder's the
can
only one
basically keep his fighters off it.
yeah, Deontay Wilder, the only one that was like, "Yo, I'm taking my career into my own hands. I'm going over there." He's the
Yeah,
only.
yeah, I hear they ain't want him to do it, right?
If they advise they can advise their fighters to do whatever they want to do, bro. But at the end of the day, these dudes got bills, they got families, they got prize fighter aspirations and ambitions. You know what I'm saying? They need to. The only way they're going to get their fighters to listen to that is by paying them something that makes them not listen to that. You know what
Look,
I
this is
mean?
the reality. This is the reality of the situation. Al Heyman got I don't know how many fighters. Let's say it's like 300. Let's say he got like 300. I don't know what the number is. Do you think that all 300 of them guys is going to be able to get a slot on that Amazon deal?
No way.
So with that being said, it's like you're gonna have to spread these motherfuckers out. You're gonna have
Yeah,
to
but I'm
spread.
thinking about the main ones that people want to see, the popular ones.
Yeah, but then you got prospects, you got contenders. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of everybody. You see what I mean? So he gonna have to put his eggs in more than one basket. Pause. He gonna have to go bring some fighters over to the zone. He gonna have to put some fighters in this Amazon bracket. He's gonna have to do he gotta do something, bro. Cause I feel like that's the only problem with PBC, in all honesty, is that their fighters are not active enough, man. They
They're
not
not
active enough.
already with the budget they haven't been. So
When's the
what's this
last
new
time Danny
budget?
Garcia fought? Danny Garcia ain't
Who?
fight how long? Danny.
Yeah.
When's the last time
And
Danny
Danny's
fought?
been
When's the last
supposedly
time
trying to line
Paramount
up a
fought?
fight for a minute right now, supposedly. What happened?
Yeah, y'all right. This kind of raised some questions for me because do the Saudis just want the biggest names, or are they going to be willing to facilitate some of those like no name fighters, the lesser names and stuff. You see what I'm
I
saying?
think the Saudis only want the biggest fights. They only want the biggest fights, and that's what I think is a legitimate bartering tool for Al Heyman. It's a legitimate bartering tool because for real, they need to figure out what to do with these other fighters, man. You guys need to figure it out, or you're gonna lose because you can't bet on Tank. Tank is gonna retire. Canelo's gonna retire. Your big fighters are they're most of them are old. Tank is gonna be 30 years old like this year, right? Or next year
Yeah,
he's gonna be
yeah.
30.
Wait. I don't think Tank 29. Yeah,
I think he like 28,
he like
29, bro.
28. Yeah, he like 28.
Right.
He up there,
So
bro. He gonna be 30 soon. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you can't bet on him, bro. You made a lot of money with him. You can't sit there and overprotect him too much because listen, man, he could leave.
He's 29. He's gonna be 30 November 7th.
Bong. You know what I'm saying? He's finna be 30 this year. So you can't bet on him. Canelo's is even closer to retirement than Tank. So if you put all your eggs in that basket, you're gonna lose the rest of your roster. At some point, you know, it's like selling a part of your company to keep the rest of your company alive. What part of your company are you willing to detach from to get a large enough amount of money that's going to give you the finances that you need to keep the rest of your company going and build another Gervonta? Because you got Camaro Moten, right? I know he's with Floyd, but Floyd is supposedly an owner in PBC, so it's the same umbrella. They got to start thinking bigger. They got to think bigger than just Tank Davis and protecting him and A side, B side. The way they were talking about Errol Spence back in the day, that was just in that moment. We got to remember that it's business first with these guys. It's not about emotional ties, and I'm not going to this is about business. You know what I mean? They said pause, Clay. Pause. I don't know what I said. You know me. I'm quick to say something weird. So somebody let me know. What did I say? Did y'all catch on to what I said? That need to pause?
No, I ain't catching it. And I'm the pause dude too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm notoriously getting caught up for that. But yeah, man, listen, money talks. It's big business talk. And nothing is off the table, man, when it comes to this money. When Turkey Al-Sheikh said what he said on that interview, and he said, listen, I'm using this platform right now. I'm sending a message directly to Al Heyman. I said something.
Nah, they responded. They said eggs in the same basket.
Isn't that a little bit of reach? That's a little bit of reach, right? Come on, that's a little reach. Come on,
yeah, that's
Mark,
kind of a reach.
That's a little bit of a reach, bro.
That's just so funny though. That's just so funny though, bro.
Eggs in the basket.
No, it's fun. No, it's funny when girls be doing pause. You be like, "What you say pause for?" You know what I mean,
my girl be saying that shit, and I be like, "Yo, this shit don't apply to you." Yo, like girls can really say whatever they want. Like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's a double standard that fuck men over. That's a double standard that like men can't. You know what I mean? Get past. It's like we can't say certain things. Girls can say whatever they want. You know what I mean? I was having this conversation with my homie. It's a little bit off topic, but fuck it. We spoke about pretty much everything. Mm-hmm. It's like if you have like apparently they say like if you have other men like your homie stay over your crib, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's suspect. You feel me? But girls could do that shit all the time and nobody even would look, you know what I mean, in their direction like funny or anything like that.
Yeah, facts. We're having a sleepover.
Yeah. And then if men do that, it's like, oh, what y'all doing, man? You see what I mean? So
yeah, facts.
Yeah, there's a lot of double standards that work out in women's favor. For sure.
Yo, I gotta apologize for the Al Heyman WWE. I'm wrong. I cannot find nothing to link them. This is something I heard and I thought was where he started, but it must have been Paul Heyman. It must have been Paul Heyman. It's no Paul Heyman.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. When I heard it the first time,
just tell the truth, man. I think you still a wrestling fanboy. You think wrestling real still, don't you?
Wrestling, man. You don't like wrestling, man.
I stopped watching wrestling when I found out it wasn't real, man. That's what I thought all of that stuff was real. I said, yo, what they faking?
Shout out to my boy Chris with the $5 super chat. He said girls kiss each other and claim straight men do that you done. Wait, what? And claim straight men do. And they claim straight men do that. You done for double standards for real. Pause. Bro,
salute TR. No salute TR. You are 100% right.
I don't know, the punctuation not there, so I don't know how to read that shit. But yo, shout out to you for the super chat for sure, man. Low Nose Boxer, shout out to the homie in the building. He says salute.
Low.
Yo, I gotta talk to you, man, because I heard something happen to you that I wasn't fucking with. So we gotta talk about this.
You do the money thing, right? Well, I don't want to say that name.
No, I'm gonna say his name. Pause.
Okay. Sure. I got to get this pause thing down, man. I'm tired of y'all messing with me, though. I really got to study my pause. You got to be more conscious of what you're saying, my brother. I got to study my pause etiquette and start studying my turns. I'm always getting caught up out here, man. Yo, Chris, I apologize. Chris, I apologize, bro. Please, humbly, I apologize. Please forgive me.
Okay, I just understood what Chris said just now. Girls kiss each other and claim straight. Men do that, you done for double stay. Okay, all right, yeah. All right, I got you now. Sorry, it took me a little bit. Yo,
what's up, bro? What you heard? What you talking about?
Yo, I heard
Salute,
that situation
General,
with that cornball H Money, bro. What happened with that?
Say that again.
That cornball H Money.
What about it?
I heard that you had went on there and they was talking to you all crazy. That's true?
Nah, not talking crazy. They were just talking about Tio. They wasn't disrespecting me, nothing like that. Not me personally, no. They was talking about the Tio shit, you know what I mean? Not disrespecting.
No, they were flipping on you, Low.
Yeah, they're flipping on me over the Tio shit, but not flipping on me like as far as calling me out of my name.
Right. It was over the, yeah, you're right. Yeah. It was boxing talk.
Disagreeing with me about boxing and disrespecting me is two different things, you know what I mean?
Church.
Yeah,
Church.
Different things. That's like, nobody calling me out of my name, none of that shit, whatever. And even so, what validity is there if it's over the internet? But nah, it was never nothing like that. I debate with people all the time, you know what I mean? Just like I could go on anybody's channel, they disagree, everybody back whoever they back, but not no disrespect, like, yo, fuck you, you pussy, I'm gonna beat you up. No, none of that shit, you know what I mean? Just disagreeing with what I was saying, but that's about it, you know what I mean?
Passionately and aggressively, right?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. All due respect, the situation that happened with when you was on that channel, that was reckless, you know what I mean? Mazuma. So I understand why you wouldn't go on that joint no more, you heard? But nothing crazy.
I can't wait to get my channel bigger so I could call him out for a boxing exhibition.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that, you know what I mean?
I'm knocking H Money clean out. First hook I catch him with. Y'all could go record this and send that over to that boy.
But yeah, man, we got.
Hold on. We got a special guest in the building. Mastermind, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing, gentlemen? That H Money is the biggest clown in it. He's a coward, He don't want no smoke. He be talking like he gangster, but hey, you know what I mean? Whoever catch him first, because he run his mouth on that internet like he tough. Man, we just talking boxing. Now you want to take it to some street level, man? That's how I know you a coward, man. Won't nobody take boxing to no street level like that, man. You talk all that tough stuff. I got Tank Davis balls in my mouth. Shut the hell up, coward.
It'd be crazy.
He got mad at me just because I said Shakur should have took the 25%. That's all I said.
Yeah.
Oh man, I used to go back and forth with people all the time about that, man. That 25% thing. Because they try to say that Devin Haney ran off to, from 135, like he chased him away and whatnot. And I'd be like, he couldn't make the weight for two. How long you want him to stay there?
Right.
And then the whole thing with the 4 belts, they be saying one of the main arguments that people use is that, he could have got 30%. The lowest is 30%. But my whole thing is the majority of the belts, the lowest you can go is a 25-75 split, and he had undisputed. The fight was for undisputed, not just the WBC. So right. the WBC person, it can be 30%, but all the other 3 are at 25%. So, and at that point when he made that offer, it was considered a voluntary because the fight wasn't mandated yet. So once Shakur left the negotiation and went to the WBC to file that petition to have it mandated, then that's when it's no longer a voluntary fight. It's a mandated fight then at that point by the WBC. And so then if he would have made him an offer after that, the 30% would have been, considered not a low ball. That's the lowest that you can go. And so it's just a big headache, man. They're gonna keep going back and forth about that 25%, man.
Yeah, I don't think he the real deal. I think he doing a con job. I don't think he really want to smoke like with Tank, but then he call out Devin. but he really don't want it. I think I respect Tank honesty. I think he more honest with it. Like, look, I'm the man. Make it to me. If I pick you, hey, it's on. If not, I'm gonna be rich regardless. So I respect that honesty. Lennox Lewis took the $10 million against Holyfield because he knew he could beat him. Dillian White took 10% against your boy Tyson Fury and got whooped. But hey, it happens if you really want to fight.
Damn.
You said the magic word pick.
I think Shakur was serious about the Devin Haney thing. I think the thing with Shakur is, you know, some people need people around them that know how to talk or know how to tell them, yo, you drawing, you talking too crazy, whatever. He doesn't really have that because he says things that's kind of like off the wall. The Tank thing, I ain't gonna lie, the energy doesn't seem the same when it comes to Tank Davis.
Exactly.
He's not calling Tank out.
Daddy.
He's not calling
Right.
Tank out the way that Devin calls out Tank. But I don't take all of Devin's call out seriously neither, because it's a pattern with Devin Haney. He calls people out when he got a fight lined up or when they have a fight lined up. You know, or not even him. His father does it. And I was gonna put a video out the
Your boy Tio do it too.
But
I think what people miss, the misconception with that though, you can call somebody out if you have another fight, you know, that's not already being negotiated though, because you can pay that. Like if you have a mandatory coming up or something like that, or you in the middle of a contract or something, you can pay that person step aside money, you know, to not fight fight the mandatory right away. So when people make that argument, I don't understand.
To rebuttal you, Mazuma, everybody, for the most part, when Tio called people out, he called out Lomachenko when he had 10 fights. He did what he had to do and fought him, beat him. He been calling out Josh Taylor since he beat Lomachenko. He had that little hiccup. Eventually, he fought him. He beat him. So when he says that he wants to fight, and I'm going to listen, I'm a Tio fan, but I'm not delusional. I'm not one of them guys that's going to sit here and tell you Tio going to beat Tyson Fury. I don't think Tio beats Buck Crawford. I'm going to keep it a bean. If he does, kudos to him. That's greatness. But I do believe that Buck Crawford is like, yo, I'm willing to fight you. I believe Tio would fight him because he crazy like that. You know, he's a throwback fighter. He's not trying to marinate. So I believe him. You know,
he's number one. I put him number one right now.
Show me who you are.
At 40?
And I believe you. He showed me.
Yeah, out of the four kings, out of Tank, Shakur now.
He's not capping. You know what I mean? When Shakur called out, I believe Shakur wanted him.
I think Tio got the best accomplishments.
Yeah, but that with that offer with Devin Haney, I believe Shakur and his people should have made a rebuttal. There's a video that I made, but I didn't put it out because I was kind of drunk. I don't drink like that, but when I do, I get fucked up because I'm not a drinker. I don't mean to curse like that on your platform. I was kind of nice. I was talking about how Jay Prince, they should do a better job marketing Shakur the way that Bill Haney markets Devin Haney, because Shakur been on top rank from the beginning, but Devin Haney's been taking all his shine. Shakur should have gotten the Lomachenko fight. Devin Haney got that Lomachenko fight. He got that Kambosos fight. He left with all the belts. And now
Shakur wasn't in the weight class though at that time.
But still, like, come on, Roberto Duran moved up and got those fights. Sugar Shane Mosley moved up and got those fights. Oscar De La Hoya moved up and got those fights.
You so when you say Shakur should have got that Lomachenko fight, you saying he should have moved up and got the fight, or you saying that he deserved the fight first? Like which
based off his accolades, he could have gotten a pass and moved up in the first fight, gotten a world title fight or something. But Bob Arum, for some reason, is not fighting for him the way they should. And now that Shakur only has one more fight on that contract, I doubt that he's going to get the Loma fight unless he resigns. If Loma handles Kambosos like I believe he would, don't be surprised if Loma gets his last cash out and possibly a pay-per-view with Tank Davis, which he does deserve. Because he had a long enough career. He deserves that. And
that's a tough fight.
He was chasing him for a while.
Yo, I'm going to keep it a buck too. Devin Haney only got that Lomachenko fight because they was trying to get them belts off him before he got out of that top rank. I'm gonna keep it a book.
Right.
They was like, all right, you beat Kambosos twice. We know that was easy work. We gonna give you what they give him, like an additional fight. They give him like an option or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he had one more fight left. Yeah.
We think Loma could beat you. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep them belts on the top rank side. So we're going to put you up against Lomachenko.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Real
They was
talk.
under the impression that Loma was going to beat him. Ended up not working out how they thought it was, and he was able to successfully get up out of there. But it's looking like he's going to have to go right back to top rank.
Yeah.
Because Sandor Martin just signed that deal with top rank, and Sandor is about to be his mandatory. He got a year to defend that shit.
How do you see that fight playing out, bro?
That's I think it's a terrible matchup. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I think that.
Who do you think is going to be on the front foot? Because that's
Devin.
Huh?
Devin.
Do you think Devin is an effective front foot fighter based on your observation?
Not necessarily, but I think that Sandor, that's his game. I think that's more of his game. I think that Devin Haney can be an aggressor when necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch that fight with Lomachenko, there was points in time where he was pushing Lomachenko backwards, and that's when he was having the most success.
With body work, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I think Sandor is just who Sandor is, and that's just he's just gonna try to give you a boxing lesson. You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't. He wasn't that. Don't get me wrong. He won the fight very close. It was close, but he wasn't able to get Loma's respect with the power. But he was able to get him back with the body shots because Loma don't counter body shots. But I'm wondering if Devin doesn't hurt Sandor, that's going to be an interesting fight. I do believe it's going to be kind of boring, but I do believe that Sandor, stylistically, skill-wise, is more skilled than anyone that Devin been in outside of Lomachenko.
The power made him lose the fight to Devin because he backed up in the 12th round because he didn't want no more. He did put that power was working in on him.
I think it was the accuracy. I think it was those body shots. It took the gas out of Loma because Loma usually step it up in them later rounds, and that's when he good to drown somebody or get them last few rounds in. But I think
Loma known for taking the 12th off though.
Yeah, that cost him a fight. That cost him.
I've seen him attempt to turn it up though. Like when he lost that 12th round to Tio, but that was because Tio wasn't taking no for an answer. Loma was turning it up.
Tio was about to knock his ass out if the referee ain't save him.
Loma turned it up on Jermaine Ortiz. The last rounds, he turned it up on Jermaine Ortiz. See, Lomachenko, listen, let me ask you a question. Y'all all boxing historians, right? Would you rate Lomachenko among the top 10 greatest junior lightweights ever?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Junior lightweight.
So what's your list?
130s?
130. Not 135, 130.
Oh, wait, 135 ever, you said?
No, 130.
You said junior lightweight, so that's 130. Junior lightweight is 130.
Yeah, 130. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's Prince Nassim, right? Prince Nassim?
No, Nassim was 126.
Oh, okay.
Well, he moved up. He passed through 132 though. Prince Nassim.
No, he didn't.
Kevin Kelly, a monster also.
Prince Nassim stayed at 126, you're saying?
Yo, let's check this out. Boxing Scene has an article called "The Greatest Junior Lightweights of All Time." This is written by Brant Mateo Olderson, right? So he has a list. Number 1, Pretty Boy Floyd.
I agree with that.
Okay. Number 2, Alexis Arguello.
I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
Number 3, Julio Cesar Chavez.
I don't know too much of his run at 130, so I can't comment on that. But I could say
68. No, he was 68. No.
Okay. Number 4, Azuma Nelson.
Yes. Killer. Yes. Sweet Pea beat him. 8-year undefeated streak he went before Sweet Pea beat him.
No, that's not true. He was maybe 8 years undefeated, but he lost to Salvador Sanchez when he was a young prospect type of, sort of like what Floyd did with Canelo. Salvador Sanchez stopped him, and then Azuma got on the run. But go ahead, Mazuma.
Okay, number 5, Flash Elorde.
Never heard of him.
I can't speak on him, so unless you lived that era. So
I never heard of him either.
He got a new one on us right there. Flash Gordon. Okay.
Number 6, Brian Mitchell.
I never heard of him either.
They say he successfully defended his title 12 times.
I'm gonna go back to Camacho. I throw Camacho on that list.
Gennaro Hernandez is number 7. We know who that is.
Yeah, Mayweather. Mayweather gave him his second defeat. He only lost to Oscar and Floyd.
Yep,
Number
and Oscar
8.
beat him at 135. Floyd was the first to beat him at 130 because Oscar brought him to 135 for that loss. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Todd Morgan, number 8.
never heard of
White,
him.
that's a white dude for sure with that name.
Number 9, Alfredo Escalera.
I heard of him.
And number 10, Sammy Serrano. I know who that is.
Do they got their
Well-
records next to him?
Yeah.
Nah, it just runs off their accolades.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me personally,
What?
I would have Macho Camacho on that list, and I would have Vasil Lomachenko on that list as well for top 10. So two guys would have to go for Camacho and Lomachenko, in my opinion.
Hold on. Am I
mention.
tripping though? Ain't Roberto Duran supposed to be on
Nah,
there?
he was
135. 135.
135.
Roberto Duran started his career at 114 and moved up each weight class.
No, 127, bro. He started
one-
his first pro fight was 127, but his first championship was 135. I'm a
Super featherweight changed. It used to be he started out at 114. Google that. Look it up.
I didn't even know that.
He started it was 114 before it became 126.
Definitely
When he
top
started
10.
out, it was 114.
That
Nah,
shows
he-
you how great Duran was because he became an undisputed lightweight champion. A lot of people tend to discredit the two-belt era, right? But I tend to differ because in the two-belt era, not any joker is going to get a belt. In a
Right.
two-belt era,
They tripping, man.
you're not going to have, all due respect, you're not going to have Rolly Romero with a belt in a two-belt era. So if you got the two
Right.
championships in a two-belt era, that means that you really are that top guy. You that bull.
Roberto top
That's-
5, top 10.
That's why I
not
think they
Lomachenko.
tripping. Roberto's supposed to be on there, like, close to the top. I agree
Yeah,
with
but
Floyd
he
being
know-
1, but Roberto got to be like 2 or
No.
3.
No,
What
not
about
at one.
Barrero? Marco Antonio Barrero.
Duran didn't have championships at 130. He won his belt at one. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, he made his run at 35, so that's why he considered the greatest lightweight ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it's
Durant
about what you
is
did in the
top
weight
five.
class, not what you did throughout the entire span of your
Oh,
career.
okay. You talking about just in that weight, specifically in that
just
weight
at
class.
weight. Yeah,
At 135,
but
Roberto
let me run
Duran
off the two
himself.
honorable mentions at 130. The honorable mention is Diego Corrales and Arturo Gatti.
Arturo Gotti, no.
No, I would say
I'm just
Corrales.
saying what the article says, sir. Not me.
Gotti was
Oh, yeah, I
exciting.
know. I disagree.
I don't want no smoke.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Gotti lost a lot of big fights. He lost to Angel Man Freddy at 130. Gotti was, what's crazy, bro?
I met Angel Man Freddy. Good dude, man.
Yeah,
I thought Angel Man
Yeah,
Freddy was that dude, man, until Floyd Mayweather beat him.
Yeah,
he got heart.
Yo,
He got heart.
What else, Slime?
What's popping with y'all?
Chilling. But what was you saying, Lo?
I got my actual full name on this, John. Damn.
Nah, the evolution is
The whole
real.
government.
But you got to give credit to T.O. for that loss. That loss, man, he had to get everything. Cambosis had to almost died in that ring, man. They both almost died, so that's an honorable loss for Lopez. I don't really hold that against him.
You know what?
Like that.
Cambosis, man, he just was off his game, man.
You know what's crazy?
T.O. beat himself, man. If we keep
Yep.
it
Yeah,
real,
exactly.
keep it a buck,
Too much aggression.
bro,
You know what's crazy about that fight?
he
Like,
was not thinking in there, bro. Just
He was
take-
trying to get him out of there early, Mazuma. He was trying to get him out that first round knockout.
Lack of
Jermaine's gonna
discipline,
whoop
man.
his
That
ass. I'm
cost
just
him.
saying.
yo, Mazuma, T.O. put himself on the list. I made an old video when I first started my content. I was talking about fighters that were able to actually bounce back from losses and accomplish greatness. Because there's a lot of fighters that's legends to this day, including my favorite Tito Trinidad, that took losses and were never able to bounce back to have a win that would add to your legacy. Even Roy Jones,
You
even
missing
though he
some
won fight
context, my
afterwards,
brother, but I'm gonna let you slide with that. You missing some context with that Tito situation. I'm gonna let you slide with that.
Yeah, Tito came back and beat the Smoker.
Tito was out here cheating, though, bro.
No, he never cheated. He never cheated.
Never
Yo, I
cheated.
could.
Bro, he was he was
bro.
stacking, bro.
No, that was in New York. That was a New York rule.
Yo, listen.
Bro, Bernard Hopkins said he refused.
I'm glad we're speaking about this. There's
Bernard
a bad
Hopkins
stigma around Tito Trinidad. I know exactly what you're talking about, frequent. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was something that was completely false, bro. And for some reason, it just is still like lingering around here with that.
Why you say it's false?
Because that was a New York rule. That wasn't.
Let me inform you. Let me inform you. So this is what happened, right? Every state athletic commission has different rules on how to wrap hands, right?
Yep.
This is a fact, right? So the way Pennsylvania got a certain way with my dad wraps hands. I know how this whole shit go. In Pennsylvania, you cannot put tape on the skin, right? It needs to
That's
be
considered stacking. That's
exactly.
That's not just Pennsylvania. That's everywhere except for Las Vegas and
you can stack in Vegas. You can stack in Vegas.
That's what I said. Everywhere except Vegas and Japan. Everywhere else you can't apply tape to the skin. It's considered stacking.
No, that's the thing though. If you not, I don't know that for a fact because Florida may allow it. What I'm trying to say is every commission is different. You know what I'm saying? I haven't fought at every state, so I wouldn't know. But I'm telling you how the way you wrap your hands in New York, how the way you wrap your hands in Pennsylvania, one might be allowed here, one might not be allowed there. The problem with Tito Trinidad, with his wraps, was it wasn't in accordance with the New York State Athletic Commission, right? He was not cheating at all. You see what I'm saying?
According to the according to the experts,
who's the expert?
He was cheating.
Mazuma, the expert.
I seen the interview with Naseem Richardson. Real quick, Naseem Richardson is the one that got arrested. So Naseem Richardson caught him, right? Naseem Richardson had an interview. He said it himself. He said,
I spoke to Nazem about this.
Naseem's situation wasn't. I mean, Trinidad's situation was not like Antonio Margarito. He did not have plaster, like Mazuma said. Tito
no, it wasn't plaster. It definitely wasn't plaster. I know that. I'm not sure. I'm not going to jump out the window and say that. What I'm trying to, we're not going to listen. We're not going to get nowhere unless we get this one thing established that it's illegal everywhere to apply it directly on your skin, except for Las Vegas and Japan.
That's
once we get to the bottom of that, then we can go further, because as long as y'all don't acknowledge that, we're not going to be able to get nowhere.
Okay, how many times has Tito Trinidad fought in Las Vegas?
A lot of times.
Exactly, right?
But over 20 times. That particular fight.
Who's to say that he didn't get them confused?
Okay, but the reason why I say this is because when he fought Bernard Hopkins was complaining about him doing that, applying the tape directly.
Was watching. No, this is what you not bringing into the table. Brother Nazem was watching Tito get his hands wrapped.
I know.
He saw what they was doing. He told me personally, he waited until they finished wrapping their hands completely to be like, yo, that's not in accordance with the state athletic.
Exactly. They let him do it. Listen.
That's not cheating. It just wasn't.
Let me finish this part, and then you can rebuttal it or pick it apart or whatever. Bernard Hopkins said he was complaining about how Tito wrapped his hands. He said that
we just mentioned that.
He said that he said, hold on, just let me get through it. And then you can, after you hear what I actually say.
It's not true, bro. That's why they're not letting you talk, bro. What you're saying is not true.
Okay, well, you can dispute it after I actually say it, because I didn't even get it out. How could you know if it's not true or not?
Finish.
Okay, I'm saying Bernard Hopkins refused. After Bernard Hopkins complained about it, he refused to come into the ring and fight unless they checked his gloves. And when they checked his gloves, they made him rewrap him because they said he had it applied to the skin. And the reason why I say he was cheating, possibly, and because in all the rest of the fights, because the person responsible for wrapping his hands said his statement was, I do this every fight. There's nothing wrong with the way I'm rapping it. We do this every fight. So if you do it every fight, then that means you do it every time.
Because they fight in Vegas all the time.
They don't. Every one of his fights wasn't in Vegas. You ain't gonna tell me that, bro.
Because we know that's why he said that, because we fight in Vegas all the fights.
He wasn't
Vegas
fighting
was
Bernard in
only-
Vegas, bro. That's for
Yeah, but
one.
that's why they got it
Fight was New York, bro.
confused. That's what I'm telling you. That's why they got it confused. He said, "I do this every time."
Only a few fights in his career was in New York after he became a superstar. His hand wraps, the way it was wrapped was only it was not approved in the state of New York. And it was Nassim Richardson, Bernard Hopkins' trainer, that noticed it. And he even said himself that Trinidad was not cheating on a worldwide level. It was just the state of New York. It was not
I
like
literally have
Antonio
the interview
Margarito.
right here.
It was
It
not
can't
like
be on a
the other
worldwide
guy.
level
So,
if it's
tell me, how is
allowed
he
in some
cheating?
places.
So tell me, how is he
Yo,
cheating?
I
If
have the interview right
hold
here.
on, just tell me, how is he cheating if he wrap his hands like that in Vegas? How is that cheating?
If it's in a court, it's
Not in
Hold on,
Vegas.
real
Not
quick.
in Vegas. Not in Vegas is what.
Right, so
Not
it's
in
not
Vegas.
cheating.
If
He
you
didn't fight
wrap it
Bernard.
like that anywhere else outside of Vegas, then that means you're cheating, right?
But he didn't get to fight like that. He caught
So
it.
you're saying none of his fights were ever outside of Vegas.
You know
That's
what
what.
I'm saying?
Listen to what you're saying. You're saying all of his fights were in Vegas. None of his fights were. He never fought
I
outside of
mean, which
Vegas.
one was out? Which
I'm
one was
saying that
outside of
because he has a
Vegas? Which
history of
one?
fighting in
For
Vegas.
one,
It's
Bernard
easily
Hopkins'
obvious
fight was
to
outside of Vegas.
I mean, which other one? I'm talking about which other one? De La Hoya, Joppy, Vargas, David Reed.
Joppy was New York. So was B Hop. So was Troy Waters, because I followed Trinidad's whole career.
And so was David Reed, right?
David Reed was not
No.
in New York. It was not in
It's
New
in
York. No.
Vegas.
It was in Vegas.
He
Yes.
fought in Puerto Rico. He
William
fought in
Joppy was
Mexico.
Vegas, right?
He fought in New York. He fought in Vegas.
And
I know
from what
Trinidad
I heard,
my favorite fighter.
Mexico allows stacking as well.
No, not what in
Yes,
Mexico.
they do. Yes, they do. Mexico
I don't
allows
know.
stacking.
Okay,
for a
but
stack
but
because every time Mexicans come over to Philadelphia to fight, they stack their hand wraps, and the commission hears about it, and they make them rewrap their hands. Are they cheaters?
Yo, Mazuna, you want to something crazy?
if you stacking, you cheating, bro.
I could be wrong.
My uncle believes that
Stacking is cheating if you're
No,
not
but
fighting in Vegas or Japan.
My uncle believed that Chavez was stacking against Meldrick Taylor because he wasn't even hitting Meldrick as much as Meldrick was hitting him, but his face was. My uncle was really like, "Yo, Chavez must have got
them body shots was vicious though. Them body shots was vicious.
If y'all don't want me to say he cheating, I'll just take that out of the equation. I'll retract that statement. But however, it was proven. It was proven that him not having his hands wrapped that way, stacked that way, he didn't have the same power after that. You know, and that's what
B-Hop had great defense when he fought Mayorga in New York, right? Without those hand wraps,
Bernard Hopkins was walking through his punches, bro.
Bernard Hopkins wasn't getting hit
because he's a middleweight.
Bernard Hopkins said that when he took his hand out his glove, his hand was filled with welts. Bro. He said that
Bernard Hopkins had great defense, bro. Bernard Hopkins had great defense.
Bernard fought a perfect fight, bro.
Yeah, exactly. No,
a natural middleweight.
He fought Mayorga in New York after that.
How many fights did Tito Trinidad have at middleweight before he fought Hopkins?
One
fight.
William Joppy.
He wasn't even a full-fledged middleweight, bro. His prime years was 47 to 54.
He fought Mayorga in New York after that without the hand wraps because they said it, and he still knocked Mayorga out, who was a guy who was proven to have a solid chin. Trinidad's power was real. We're not going to do that to Trinidad. Trinidad is probably the second hardest puncher at 147 in history besides Tommy Hearns, bro.
Second best left hook after Joe Frazier. Second best left hook of all time behind Joe Frazier.
Trinidad's a legend, bro. Trinidad would knock. Come on, man. Trinidad was a beast.
Yo, regardless of Tommy Hearns, Tito Trinidad was the hardest puncher.
Tommy was when you stack your wraps, bro, it make your punches like 8 times more harder and powerful than it would be if you wrap them normally.
It's not like plaster of Paris. It's a whole different genre. You know what I'm saying?
Because from what I understand, I don't even know if it was stacking that Tito Trinidad got caught with. I think that he had an extra layer of gauze.
That's what it was.
His fucking John.
That's what it was.
If anybody knows anything about gauze, it don't even help your punching power. If anything, it makes your punches softer.
That's what they said it was. It was.
If you ever got your hand wrapped before with gauze, it's literally like a pillow. That you
come on, bro.
I'm gonna look for that right now, man.
Literally. So if you got an extra set of gauze You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
On top of
that's
that,
not what it was. It was the way that he rapped it though. It ain't had
So
nothing to
why
do
the
with
hand
that.
wraps ain't work against De La Hoya? Why he ain't put him down?
Right.
Yo, the De La Hoya fight was before the Bernard Hopkins fight.
Right, so
That
he
don't
should have been
matter. You
stacking,
trying to
right?
say you trying to make it seem like he was
De La
keeping his
Hoya
own
was
career.
running like hell, wasn't he? He was running.
He was running. Hey,
He
that
was
boy
running
ran
like
for his
hell. That's
life.
why he lost the fight because I
De La
thought
Hoya
De La
said he
Hoya
fought
would
Tito
had
Trinidad.
would.
He
I
want
thought De
footage.
La Hoya would have won the fight if he didn't start running. He figured that he had enough that he can just coast and run the rest of the fight.
You
Right.
100% right on that one.
Now I can tap back in. I know what y'all
And,
talking about.
and
I was
Keith
just getting
Thurman
an
did.
education,
Yep.
by the way. I appreciate you guys. That was official, bro. That was some
Yo,
good
yo,
building going on.
I found the interview right now. I'm gonna aim it to my TV so you
I
can see
literally
it.
got it right here, bro. I could play it right
And
now.
Keith Thurman
Yo,
did the same thing against Danny Garcia running
Oh,
the
check
last
this
few
out.
rounds. Lucky he ain't
Oh,
lose.
well, it don't matter. Go ahead.
It wasn't according to the laws in New York. The hand wraps weren't proper.
Can you put the volume up? I can't hear it.
I was
Bro,
about
you
to say,
can't
turn
hear
up your
it, bro.
TV.
listen,
You want me to play it low?
I was gonna say you don't know how to put it on the screen,
huh?
Mark. You don't know how to put it on the
Literally
screen.
put it right here. Y'all can hear it fine from here.
Oh, you
I
got
mean,
it?
you can play it though on the screen. You don't know how to do that yet.
Nah.
I just got this MacBook, bro. I don't know how to do that
Either
shit.
way,
Go
when I
ahead
see
and
him
play
say,
it. Go ahead and play it, bro.
all right, that's right now. It's only 54 seconds, bro.
Yo, let me play this real quick.
Boy, you play.
Trinidad. I know you were the one that originally found. I think it was extra tape in his gloves or some kind of something illegal with his glove. The Trinidad situation. It wasn't in accordance to the laws in New York. The hand wraps weren't proper for the laws in New York. The margarita situation. That's where you found the bricks. Was illegal. Yeah. All over the planet. And you caught both. Yeah, I thought margarita was going to the joint. Right. I thought I blew the whole fight. I thought they was gonna take margarita out and cut. I said that ain't to the salt. I thought margarita was. I was like, damn. I was like, Shane was really ready too. I was like, now you gonna lock this dude up? It's gonna mess up the whole fight.
There you go.
He proved it right there. Innocent.
What they're saying? He
Innocent.
didn't say only in New York. He said it was illegal in New York. That don't mean that it was just that was the only place that it was illegal. Listen, I be in the chat with Rachel Donaire and a lot of knowledgeable people as far as boxing goes. They will tell you that it's illegal everywhere except for Vegas in Japan. That's why a lot of people. That's why a lot of people don't like. That's why a lot of people don't be wanting to give Monster Inoue his props a lot of times because he only fight in Japan where it's legal, and people be saying, "Oh, well, that people raised that issue when Cool Boy Steph went over there, to fight him or whatever." The issue of it being legal to stack in Vegas in Japan.
I'm pretty sure Florida
Stephen Fulton team made anyway wrap his hands how they wanted
The right
to,
way.
and it still happened.
Yep.
Yo, I got a good question.
Those the only two places though, Japan and Vegas. Everywhere else, applying it to the skin is illegal.
Tito ain't cheap, man.
No, yo, Mazuna, I got a good question for you, bro. At 140, right? Who wins in a fantasy matchup? Subriel Matias or Prime Danny Garcia that beat Lucas Matisse at 140?
I say that's easy. I say Danny Garcia.
I say Subriel Matias.
I got
what
Danny.
you say?
I got Subriel.
Matias get hit too much for Danny Garcia.
Danny at his best fights better against guys that come at him because Danny got he the counterpuncher with power. Now, don't get me wrong. Lucas Matisse.
Yeah, what gives me confidence in the Danny answer is the Matisse fight.
Yep. I think Danny was scared of post style at 140.
What gives me confidence in Subriel is the fact that he throws a lot of punches. And he's not just that fact that he throws a lot of punches, it's the fact that he throws a lot of accurate punches.
No, I agree with you. Here's the difference. Lucas Matisse.
You talking about Matias?
Yeah, and he hit hard. And he hit very hard.
Lucas Matisse is a bigger one-punch guy than Matias, but Matias has more volume. He got more energy. He can outwork you. But Danny got a chin. He got underrated defense at 140, and he got the power to slow you down. So even if you don't knock Matias out, he gonna get your respect. Because everybody that been in there with Danny say he can punch. So in my opinion, I think Danny at 140 is one of the most underrated 140 pounders of all time. I think he goes down in the Hall of Fame. And I got Danny beating anybody that's bold enough to stand in front of him at 140. That's
who Crawford need to fight Danny at 154 before he go after Tim Tszyu. I think that'll be a great fight for
Danny. He'll beat Danny now, I think.
And Danny never been down in his career, never.
Yeah, but Danny ain't fighting 2-3 years, bro.
That nigga go down against Crawford.
Yo, real quick.
You say he'll go down, Mazuma?
Danny will hit that canvas for the first time fucking with Crawford.
That's why we need to make it happen. That'll be a hell of an accomplishment.
I want to about to say, Ray? Now that we're at the topic of talking about 140 fighters.
You sound like you far away, Ray. Slime.
It sounds like I'm far away.
Yeah, I hear you now. But
I hear him now.
I was probably covering my mic.
Ray is Slime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It got my real name on here. I'm mad about that, but it's all good.
All right, no doubt.
But anyway, me personally, because it's my hometown fighter, I think Jermaine is gonna whoop on Tio.
Man, shut up.
You already know where I was coming with it.
Oh my God,
shut up. The right place with that, bro.
Jermaine about to get spanked.
No, he is not.
I'm like one of the only people that
root for Jermaine about to get
gonna ice him, bro. Tio gonna cook him.
Bro, I'm gonna just tell you right now. Tio is gonna be on his back foot that whole fight. I promise.
He's at his best.
Listen.
He's gonna be on his back foot.
If you think, listen. If
you talking about Jermaine right now?
No,
yeah.
Let me tell you. If you think, oh damn, he dipped. I don't know. What happened.
You kicked him off because he was going against Tio? No, I'm just kidding.
I promise you, I ain't kick him off. I would never do that. Yo, you hear me, Slime?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't know what the hell
happened. You came off. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either.
Oh, all right, cool. So if you think that Jermaine is gonna step to Tio with no consequence, bro, your boy might go to sleep for the first time, bro.
Tio's one of the best counter punches in boxing,
Tio gonna run him into something, bro, and he's not gonna be able to take that shit. He was getting hurt. He was getting hurt and rocked by Joseph Adorno. Tio got something for
that
him.
Was just him being an idiot. That I can admit that. That was just him being dumb.
Dog, we talking about Teofimo Lopez, bro. Let me tell you something right now. If Tio's on his A game and he sound like he's taking him seriously, because everybody mentioning Crawford to him, he's not doing it voluntarily. Tio's the kind of guy that he outclasses you. He does that Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather. He fight the top guys and he beats the brakes off him. He beat the brakes off Lomachenko with the exception of those 3 little cute rounds Loma had late. He beat the brakes off of Josh Taylor. If he's on his A game, he's gonna destroy.
All I'm gonna say is, I think me personally, I think Jermaine beat Loma. That's just me though. That could probably just be me.
But here's an interesting take on Jermaine and Loma, right? They both prepared each other for that next fight. Because after Jermaine did what he did with Loma, Devin Haney fought Loma, right? And Devin Haney did what he did. And also, Loma got a chance to fight a taller, athletic, young, youthful fighter with Jermaine. He struggled. He performed better against Loma. So for Tio, right, look at this. You got Bill Haney working with Jermaine. So they can get a closer look at Tio. But at the same time, you giving Tio the opportunity to learn better on how to fight a tall guy that moves around, because the last time he did with Sandor, he ain't look good. So Tio could learn from this and get better. So when he fights Devin Haney, he could be more prepared and vice versa.
All I'm gonna say is this too. All Jermaine really gotta do is look at Teo fight with Kambosos and Sandor Martin and pick that apart and see what the mistakes are and pick apart those mistakes in the fight.
I'm gonna tell you what Jermaine's
easier said than done, but I know Jermaine.
That wasn't Tio. That wasn't the best Tio though.
Hold on, y'all. He got a super chat.
And Tio against I'm tapping in because this is the part I probably could say something on because y'all really just killing me tonight. I'm appreciating you guys, but I'm staying in my lane. But when Tio fought against Sandor Martin and fought against Kambosos, I think we have to agree that Tio wasn't Tio, right? Like he was off his game, like he just wasn't him. Especially with Kambosos. So if they're basing I know I'm doing something now that Low did it. That's what's up. Salute, Low. All right, I'm about to go in now. Let me stop. Let me calm down. Humble
Can
myself.
we really
I'm just gonna say that at the end of the day.
Wasn't at his best against Sandor Martin? Can we really say that?
No.
I'm gonna say,
hold on, y'all. Let's let him read the super chat real quick.
Play more cook. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna say that against.
Read it. It says
I'm gonna say that
to my cookout for that.
That's what you get, Slime. But yo, so at the end of the day, Tio against Kambosos was definitely not Tio, right? But against Sandor Martin, I think at the end of the day, at a minimum, we can say that Tio acknowledged that he made a mistake in the approach that he had to that fight. So we can't expect that Tio. I think it would be a big mistake for Jermaine Ortiz to make a game plan based off of what he saw in those two fights. I think he's better off making a game plan for fighting for the Tio that fought Josh Taylor. I think that's the Tio that's more likely going to show up on February 8th. I'm good though. While I'm good, I'm out.
To piggyback on what you said, right? Going into the Sandor fight, Tio was preparing for Jose Pedraza. Based on the inside source I got, because Jose Pedraza likes to stand on the inside. Tio was working on fighting on the inside, going to the body, because he was getting a lot of critique saying that he needs to work on his inside game. So from what I heard, that's what he was doing with Jose Pedraza going into that fight. If y'all don't remember, if y'all forgot, Sandor Martin was a later replacement. But that's neither here nor there. My thing is this.
You gotta be ready for all styles. They ain't no
but that's what separates, all due respect, these guys today to the guys that I grew up watching, like James Toney, because that's like one of my favorite fighters that I look at. James Toney showed me how to street fight. Because we used to go in the elevator. I used to do the shoulder roll and all that because of James Toney. And on another note, Mazuma, God willing, sometime in February, I'm going to go back out there to Philly. I want to link up with you because I had a conversation with YSM. I want to go out there and do some media stuff. And I want to go meet Boozy and all them, whatever, at the gym. So, you know what I mean? I hit you up on IG. Follow me back. We'll chop it up later. You know what I mean?
Hey,
bro, I ain't real quick, time, bro. You real quick. Me, for sure. Yo, but Ray, Slime, real quick, bro. You were saying that I want to touch on that statement you made saying that all Jermaine got to do is watch the what fight was it? The
Kambosos fight and the Sandor Martin fight.
And Sandor. I'm gonna tell you something personally. You're not a boxing coach, but this is like a little thing that I'm gonna tell you. You never study the opponent's bad fights. You see what I'm saying? Because that's giving you, because indirectly, that's you expecting him to put on a shitty show against you. It's like you underestimating him in a way. If you really want to properly prepare for an opponent, you gotta look at their best moments possible. So if you really, because you got to be prepared for the best version of this person, not the worst one.
No, that's a fact. But what I meant by that is the fact that he can pick apart his little mistakes that he makes during the fights.
But
also,
the problem is he might not make those mistakes in that fight against Jermaine Ortiz. Maybe it's something about, because neither one of them dudes are Jermaine Ortiz. Why do I keep
you're 100% right. I'm not even gonna cap.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not saying like I'm not, you know what I mean, critiquing what you're saying or nothing like that, but like for real, you should always anticipate the best version of somebody. So if I'm studying for Teofimo, if I'm the coach that's trying to put out a game plan for Teofimo Lopez, bro, I'm looking at his best performances, bro. I'm looking at the Lomachenko fight. I'm looking at the Josh Taylor fight. I'm looking at the
Richard Comey fight.
The Richard Comey. I'm looking at the best version of Tio that's available for me to see in that moment. You know what I mean? Because he might come out guns blazing in that fight against my fighter. You know what I mean? Or if I'm the fighter, he might come out guns blazing. He might be super sharp against me. I got to be ready for the best version of that guy. Magdaleno was another one, Chris. Yeah, that's actually a great one. He fucking destroyed Magdaleno, bro. That wasn't even that was like he should have got booked for that.
You know what's crazy, bro?
He should have got booked.
Yeah, he should have got arrested for that.
I kind of critique him for that fight. Like, even though he did destroy Magdaleno, it was younger Tio. but there were some mistakes that he did. But the things that he did great, like his catch and shoot that night was ridiculous. Every time he caught something, bang, he kept catching uppercut, catching right hand the whole night. Like you couldn't let your hands go with him. You know
It
what
was
I mean?
Diego Magdaleno, and then Jesse Magdaleno got mad because Tio was celebrating. I forgot. I
Yeah,
remember.
because before the fight, Diego was
talking
a lot
crazy.
of yeah, and Tio, he take it personal. When he fought Richard Comey, right, he showed a lot of IQ because I remember the first round, Richard Comey came over the jab with the right hand. He tried to clip him, but Tio got out of it with the reflexes. But then in the second round, he adjusted. When Richard Comey threw that straight right hand, Tio threw his right hand with him with his head off the line and caught him with it. And he made that adjustment fast.
Yo, if I'm not mistaken, there was an Asian dude who whooped on Tio too.
You talking about Nakatani?
I think so.
He was giving him a tough fight, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say he whooped on Tio.
No.
He gave him a tough fight. There's a difference.
Yeah, there's a difference.
You know what I mean?
All I'm gonna say is this: if Jermaine loses,
that's the same dude that beat Verdejo, right?
Yeah, he ended his career. He went to jail after he killed somebody after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Verdejo, I was real high on him when he first came up.
Me too, bro. It broke my heart when I seen him lose his first fight, bro. I was
thirsty for a Puerto Rican fighter, man. And
bro, he looked like the goods, bro. He looked like the goods when he was on HBO and he was fighting Ivan. I forgot exactly who the hell he was fighting, but bro, when they was building him up, bro, he looked like, bro, explosive, fast. He was athletic. He had fast ass feet. He cut angles beautifully, like
even Loma
power both hands.
He gave Loma his toughest fight in the amateurs, bro. Gave Loma.
Verdejo was like 17 when he fought Loma, bro.
Yeah, but Verdejo, from what I heard in Puerto Rico, my family told me he was out there. He started getting into the streets and all that. So, you know, he started.
Exactly. I heard the same thing. Yeah, I heard
he crashed out. He crashed out, and then the story didn't even add up. The story, it was like dumb as hell.
Yeah. So he was never the same after that motorcycle accident he had.
He got knocked out by the Mexican dude, right? And then that same Mexican dude got knocked out by Pedraza.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fought Nakatani. He was looking good at first. He knocked Nakatani damn near across the whole ring with that right hand. Because Verdejo had power. He had speed. He was athletic.
He was punishing Nakatani, bro. But it was like he gassed out.
But Nakatani, yeah, exactly. So that, let me tell you, man, Puerto Rico, man, like I said, and I say it all the time, since Miguel Cotto, Puerto Rico hasn't had a pound-for-pound elite type of fighter. The last one we had was Danny Garcia from Philly. He's the only one.
Xander Zayas is on the rise, bro.
Yeah, but I like him, but I'm not gonna say that until he does it. You know what I mean? Because we have Verdejo.
We gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah, we was even hype over fucking Delorme, bro. Come on,
I wasn't.
Man.
Y'all think Danny Garcia still got something left in the tank, y'all?
Fuck no.
Ivan Calderon.
Yeah, I think he's coming for money at this point. I don't think he's in.
Wasn't talked about much, but Ivan Calderon did his thing in his
No, Calderon is from the Cotto era. Calderon had a great career, and then we had a guy named Juan Manuel Lopez. He was good. He was doing good until they started building up a fight with Salido and him. And
Salido destroyed my boy, man.
They were building him up for Gamboa, excuse me. But then they put him in with Salido because Bob Arum was matching them up with common opponents. Gamboa had washed up the African boy named Roger Matagwe, who gave Juanma life and death. So then Gamboa had a tough fight with Salido. So they put Juanma with Salido, and we all know what happened after that. He wasn't the same.
And then we seen what Mikey did to Juanma too.
Mikey's a Hall of Famer.
So do you guys not put any real weight on Subriel Matias as being that possibly or no?
Oh yeah, he gotta show me something. Be the next thing.
Still gotta show you.
Yeah, he's a champion, but I'm talking about we have Puerto Rican champions. I'm talking about
Jermaine Ortiz, not Puerto Rican.
He's half.
No, he's Dominican.
He's Dominican.
Puerto Rican.
I understand.
Oh, he's half. Oh, I thought he was just Dominican.
Nice.
Yo, but check this out.
So can I wait? Right. Okay.
Puerto Rican fighter right now is Amanda Serrano.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Amanda Serrano is a beast.
Yeah, based on accolades. Yeah, but we talking about
Yeah,
What do you want to see?
She one of the greatest female fighters ever.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
What do you want to see in Subriel at this point? Like, what is it that you need to see that you haven't
You
seen?
gotta
Like,
be the top dog. You gotta beat Devin Haney. You gotta beat Tito. You in the money division. I take that back. We do have a great Puerto Rican American, Shakur Stevenson. That's right.
Man, stop right now.
Yo,
Stop
daddy,
it right
his
now.
daddy Puerto
No,
Rican.
Shakur actually claimed that though.
Female.
Man,
The daddy Puerto Rican, he Puerto Rican.
Man,
listen, he ain't want to claim that Puerto
don't
Rican
claim
shit.
him. Puerto
He
Rico
just
don't
started
claim
claiming
him.
that Puerto Rican shit, bro.
No,
He ain't let that slide.
You can't deny that though. He still have.
Yo, bro.
Yeah,
His dad ain't.
listen,
His dad ain't
path.
raise him, bro. His dad ain't raise him, bro. He only claiming that Puerto Rico shit because black fighters at Top Rank don't got no identity.
No,
hold on though. I'm a Muslim though, yo. I'm a Muslim, and really your seed moves on your dad comes from your dad's side, not your mom. She just facilitate that, bro. He is with his dad.
Shakur was raised by a black man.
Yeah,
and it wasn't no Puerto Rican. His dad was never around. He was.
It don't go by who he raised by though. It's his bloodline though.
It don't matter. Where was his dad at when he was becoming a man?
Dang, so his dad, since his dad ain't do his job, that mean he got to be stripped of his Puerto Rican heritage?
No.
That's crazy.
He was raised by a black woman and a black man, bro.
He was raised by, but his blood is He got Puerto Rican in his blood. That's his bloodline, bro. You can't deny him his bloodline.
He only claiming PR because Top Rank don't know how to promote black fighters, bro.
I agree with you on that. I agree that he's claiming it.
That could be the only reason why he claiming it. But if it's in his blood, though, you can't deny that.
No, he can't deny it because that's like telling Adonis you can't say you Creed, but your father's Apollo Creed. He's not Puerto Rican. You can say that, but what my boy's saying is his culture, right? Because Puerto Rican is a culture as well. Because we all have black in us too. Puerto Ricans have black in us, just like certain Latino.
Well, my family from Nigeria. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is
he's Puerto Rican by blood, but
that nigga waving his flag like he Puerto Rican, bro.
Yeah.
I feel I don't know.
It's his bloodline. He can claim his bloodline, bro.
I completely understand what Mazuma's saying. Like Mazuma, I 100% understand.
I just think it's corny that he doing that to try to get a
right. That's what I was saying. You're talking about
you saying that Puerto Rican flag in the Olympics.
Right. I understand what you're saying. I understand. What you're saying is the antics is petty. The antics is petty. That's what you're saying, and you're not going to respect him and like a Puerto Rican.
Do we even know that he knew that back then? No, he could have not known.
He always knew his father. His father was a deadbeat. He was never around.
He got a picture with him as a teenager, though. He knows that father's Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
I seen the picture with him.
No, I mean, as far as the Olympics and stuff, like he probably ain't know back then.
He always
knew that. No.
He knew he never had a relationship with him.
Exactly. He knew who his father's Puerto Rican. There's pictures.
He always knew, and he never told nobody. You know why? Because he didn't identify as Puerto Rican. That's why.
He said in an interview. He admitted it. He said that he doesn't identify as a Puerto Rican.
Did you see the interview?
You waving a flag like you Puerto Rican? That's corny to me.
But when you look at him, though, you can tell, though. When you look at him, you can tell, though.
You're right, Mark.
But he got
100% right.
But if you look at him, Shakur Stevenson
he could represent whoever he want to represent. He a grown ass man, but the problem is it's kind of corny that you don't identify as Puerto Rican, but whenever you stepping in the ring, you got a Puerto Rican patch on your trunks, you waving a Puerto Rican flag, come on, bro. It
took him a while, man, to get up the courage to claim his heritage, man. You can't condemn him for that, man. I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't condemn him for that. You know, he claiming his heritage.
I see through the bullshit. That's what I'm telling you. I see through the bullshit.
I accept.
No. Listen, we all, Mark. We all see it. It's all bullshit.
Y'all gotta be talking about Shakur if you talking about bullshit.
I mean, in this case, we are, Mastermind. In this case, we are. For sure.
Yeah, I told you he a con man, scared, man. He's scary, man. Talk all that to Devin Haney.
Yo, I was on a panel with you before, Mastermind. You was on Rap Stars panel, right?
Right.
Yeah, I recognize you. I know you're a Devin Haney guy, bro. Salute
yeah. I get. Hey, I'm Devin Haney, Deontay Wilder.
Your boy ducking Teofimo, by the way, but it's all good.
Ain't no clan of blood in, blood out, bro.
Stop it, Lo.
Salute.
Hey, the American dream. You see the American dream.
It's blood in, blood out, bro.
You need to stop going around telling people that Tio was undisputed because he never was.
Never.
going around
I'm not gonna go there. That's the
Yeah,
old
you shouldn't go there because you're
At
wrong.
135,
Because you're wrong.
not 140. Now 140.
Earlier you made a statement. I was wondering how you said that. You said that you thought that T.O.'s accomplishments was better than Devin Haney's. I was wondering how you said that if he wasn't never undisputed and everything else is the same.
I never said that.
I like that first victory over Lomo. That was pretty impressive to me at 14-0.
I never said that because Devin Haney got the nudge on him. Because once again, I'm a T.O. fan, but I'm not delusional. I keep it a beam.
Somebody said that at the beginning of the show, though.
That was me because I like the victory over Loma and Taylor. Undefeated Josh Taylor.
I think
it's still undefeated. That's why. But T.O.'s, besides politics, we're gonna talk about the Lomachenko win. T.O. beat him. There's no question about that. But Devin Haney got the one up because Devin Haney beat Cambosos. At 140, T.O. got the one up because T.O. beat the man. He beat Josh Taylor.
Undisputed.
No, but a lot of people say that Josh Taylor didn't beat Regis though. He said he got gifted that.
He beat Regis.
He beat Regis, and Regis got beat up by the.
He got gifted. Yeah. He got gifted the other fight. The other fight he got gifted.
How I look at the Lomachenko situation though, I definitely think T.O. beat Lomachenko a little bit better than Devin beat him.
No, a lot better.
True.
A lot better.
Not a lot, because it was almost the same situation.
No, it wasn't.
Loma took off all of the early rounds, which allowed them to get those early rounds, and then Loma turned on in the later rounds and took off the 12th. It was the same, almost the same thing.
But he didn't win a round till the 7th, though.
He was
same thing with Devin Haney. He ain't win a round to me till the 7th.
He won like the 3rd or 4th.
Till like the 9th.
Haney and Loma is more competitive.
Either way, when you look at the highlights of both fights, when you look at Devin Haney, Lomachenko highlights, you're mostly going to see Lomachenko getting his shit off. When you see Teofimo Lomachenko highlights, you see Teo taking his angles away.
I seen Lomachenko crying in the locker room. That's what I saw.
Okay, he got robbed.
Yeah, definitely. He made him cry. He made that man cry.
He had that nigga like this.
Yeah. My son. I promised my son I was going to do it.
Yo, Mazuna, you know, I had a whole argument with Bill Haney in person, bro. My camera was off. I was so tight. I wanted to get that footage. I was at the hotel the day of the Teo versus Josh Taylor fight. So Bill Haney was outside talking his talk. We took a picture. He cool. But he talked crazy. So he was like, oh, nobody want to fight my son, whatever. So I said, yo, Shakur Stevenson want to fight your son. He bought his eyebrows. He got mad. And my boy next to me had the Jay Prince book. He said, you see the man on that book right there? Why Jay Prince ain't calling me? He started going crazy because I brought up Shakur Stevenson because he kept talking that Devin Haney. Nobody want to fight him. As soon as I mentioned Shakur, though, Bill Haney was mad as shit, bro.
Of course.
Yeah, Shakur, man.
He messed up a lot of stuff, man. We could have got a good fight down there if he would have took that 25%.
Yep.
I think that Shakur's reputation started to decline after that situation, bro.
Yep.
I think because before that 25% was offered, Shakur had this reputation of being like heavily ducked and being the boogeyman and shit like that. And then as soon as that 25% was offered, and then Shakur wanted to put his businessman cap on, you know what I mean? People started looking at him different, like, damn, why you ain't take that 25? Now, ever since then, especially after that performance against Edwin, now it's like people like, yo, man, they're like, people not really talking about Shakur how they used to. It's like he don't got that same respect on his name that he had previously.
He could have been undisputed, man.
He had a good fight at the gas station too. He knocked him out at the gas station, didn't the girl?
He laid a neck that night because that night.
Oh man, don't do him like that, though.
Yo, he had Floyd with him that night. He had Andre Ward.
I'll be right back, y'all. Go ahead and keep chopping it up. Go ahead.
That was supposed to be his night, and because you know what's crazy? Up to that point, I had Shakur beating Tank Davis, but after seeing that fight, he got to show me that he can trust his defense in the pocket. Because certain guys, I mean, you look at Pernell Whitaker, James Toney, Wilfredo Benitez, Floyd Mayweather, I can go on and on. Those guys can make you miss in the pocket where they're still in range to counter. Shakur does it, but against punchers with athleticism, he steps out of range to the point where he's not even in position to get his counters off. And against what we're going to call him by what he wants to call himself, while he Tank Muhammad Wahid. I don't want to butcher his name. Tank.
Abdul Wahid.
Abdul Wahid.
Abdul Wahid, right? You can't do that with Abdul Wahid because Abdul Wahid is not some flat-footed.
Yo,
slow
Lo, it's Wahid. Wahid means like something completely different. Trust me.
Wahid would never fight an A-level guy. He's the face of boxing without fighting.
Wahid, yo,
Daddy
Wahid.
Mastermind.
Not Wahid. Wahid.
Tank ain't fighting none of. He not gonna fight Tio. He not gonna fight Shakur. He not gonna fight Haney. He gonna fight a new way.
You know what's crazy, bro?
Hold on. Before y'all go to that, let me backtrack to what he was saying about Shakur. I ain't really a big fan of Shakur and everything, but I feel like I have to defend him on this. I have to put this out there that Shakur said his hand was injured in his shoulder, and he caught a whole lot of flack for that. But my homie KO, he got a channel called KO Boxing. And he was going back and forth with Shakur, and Shakur told him that stuff about his hand being injured and all of that, and shoulder, and he continued to grind Shakur up. And he said, I think he said maybe 2 days later or whatever, Shakur sent him a copy of the MRI with the proof that his hand was injured and he had an injured shoulder. And he told him he said the only thing, he just didn't want him to release that. His paperwork or whatever, but he can say it. So
you think he gonna say that when he? You think he gonna say that when he loses his first fight? He gonna come back with the doctor's report. He gonna come with more excuses.
But it's legit, man. He had a legit excuse, bro.
Yeah,
ain't no excuse because you ain't saying that.
Mastermind.
No,
Mastermind.
go ahead.
Can I come in? Let me tap in this and say this, right? If it's true, it's true. Now, we don't know if it's true, right? I think that's an argument, but if it is true, if it is a fact that his hand was hurt and his shoulder was hurt, factually speaking, then, and I agree with Low Nose to say that I'm on the same page with him when he says he has to show us. I think that
he showed him the paperwork though.
In the ring.
But forget the paper.
Forget the paperwork. I think at the end of the day, he needs what he didn't show us. That fight against Edwin De Los Santos was supposed to show us something, and he didn't show us that in the fight. Now, he may have a legitimate reason as to why he didn't show us, but still, it carries over and holds the same weight that he still needs to show us. And until he does show us, we can't act like he's shown us. You know what I'm saying? We can't walk around and act like he's actually shown us. We might let it go and not consider him. I'm not willing to pass judgment on him and say he can't work in the pocket. But at the same time, I can't give him credit to say that he shows me he can. We
saw him work in the pocket before, though. Don't do him like that, bro.
Not against a puncher like Edwin De Los Santos. You know that. Not against a real puncher like that.
Hey, let me say this about excuses.
Puncher with athleticism. Tank is a puncher with even more athleticism and even more power. Because Shakur done it against punchers. He did it with Oscar Valdez, who got cracked. But
I was gonna say Valdez don't got no power.
Hey,
but Edwin, like he said, the athleticism. My bad. Go ahead.
Let me make this point about excuses, though. I just want to say this about excuses. Okay, T.O. say he lost because his lungs were messed up. Deontay Wilder say this is the thing about excuses. What about all the people you beat? What was wrong with them? So when you lose, it's an excuse. But when the other person lose, we don't hear nothing what was wrong with them. That's the problem why you shouldn't say nothing was wrong with you.
But that's the whole thing. Shakur didn't even lose, though. I said that. Yeah. That might have went over people's head.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he shouldn't have made no excuses. He shouldn't have said nothing. I got the victory. Why would he put it out there? That's making him look worse.
Once you get inside the ring, at the end of the day, you're right, Mastermind. All bets are off. And
don't come back. Oh, I look bad because my ribs was hurting them. No, I don't want to hear that. Because before the fight, you telling me no excuses.
So now y'all trying to tell me Earl was okay, he could see and everything. Earl
right, he was cool. I mean, listen, it don't matter. He went in there, he told you before the fight, no excuses. You're not gonna lose and then be like, well, I don't want to hear that. Tell me that before the fight, before I put the money on you. Don't tell me that after you lose.
I'm just trolling now, yo. Earl.
Why would you deceive your fans like that and go in there with a broken rib and then lose and be like, well, my rib was broken? No, you supposed to say no excuses. He was the better man. That's it.
Yo, Mastermind, you want to hear an interesting fact? Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko, prior to the Teofimo Lopez fight, Lomachenko was a known fact. He had issues with his shoulder against what's the guy's name from London? the guy that he fought.
Yeah, he said he was injured.
What's his name? The dude from London, the one Ryan fought. Come on, I forgot his name.
Wait, say it one more time. What was it?
What's the dude's name from London that Lomachenko fought him and he dropped Ryan?
Luke Campbell.
Luke Campbell.
He was injured, right? Going into the T.O. fight, when they had that documentary on ESPN, I think it's called Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Lomachenko said, I'm glad I took that layoff. For the first time in my career in a long time, I'm 100%. My shoulder's okay. But then after T.O. beat him, he said his shoulder was hurt.
Yep. That's excuses every time. You never use no excuses.
We talking
you do
about
like
Loma,
James
though.
Toney.
That's Loma is the crybaby anyway, though.
James Toney never made no excuses.
No, he did. James Toney did. Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. When he lost Roy Jones, he said Roy Jones beat me straight up.
No. He said that, and I'm a James Toney fan too. And I lost money if I was a kid.
I've been here listening.
He said that he had to get hooked to IVs, that he was rehydrated, that he went up to 181 pounds and everything after the weigh-in and all that. He struggled to make weight. He did say that after Roy Jones beat him. And I was a James Toney boy for real. James Toney did make an excuse, said that he was that the weight shit and all that messed him up after the Roy Jones fight. He did say that.
In the post-fight interview, he said, man, he got me. I'll get him next time. He's a better man.
That's what
you're right.
said.
Years after, maybe, but not right after the post-fight.
No, he said after the fight. It came after the fight. That's why he fired the girl that was managing him, the white girl, Jackie Callan. He threatened her life. He chased her with a gun, all type of craziness. I remember when that happened with James Toney.
Anthony Joshua showed you how to take a loss.
Earl Hand was forced, though. He had to come out with that. They was trying to throw him away, bro. They said he need to retire, all this crazy stuff. So he had to come out with some excuses.
No, he didn't. No, he just beat me. That was
they tried to throw him away, though. They said he need to retire and all this crazy stuff.
They always say that though, when you get but they say that when you get your ass whooped.
Right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Earl didn't look like any Earl we ever seen before in our life.
Because he ain't never been in there with a world-class beater like Crawford.
Nah, bro, Earl couldn't see. Crawford took all that time, had him sitting on the shelf, and that cataract was growing.
Ain't nobody look good against Crawford. Who look good against Crawford? So Spence ain't no different. He just like everybody else.
Oh, there's a lot of fighters.
40 of them. 40 up. 40 stood up. 40 of them went down.
Hold on, man. Look, I don't want to get on. Hold on. Let me keep this a buck with y'all.
Earl was legally blind, bro. We know what you're going to say.
Freak. Hold on, please. I've never seen Bud look that great in my life, but guess what? When the stars align, they align, and I don't care what Earl said. I'm an Earl fan. We got his ass whipped. It is what it is. So sometimes he should have took a knee in the third round. That's what I think.
Too much inactivity for Spence. Too much inactivity for Spence.
Blind. He beat up a legally blind guy, bro.
No, he was too inactive. He was inactive for over a year and a half.
That whole eye shit, that shit cat, bro.
Yep.
He had a cataract, bro.
Yo, even Bud's defense, was never that good before.
He got to be trolling.
It take a while for a cataract to grow, bro. He was sitting out the ring for like over a year.
You gotta be joking.
Yo, Bud was on a different level. Even then.
So are we gonna make excuses for every time? If Tank Davis lose, are you gonna make an excuse? Or you just gonna go with the other guy?
We need to put that in the stipulations, man. Bud need to throw his punches with Brell and Brell, bro. So Earl can see.
I want to ask. Hold on, let me say something to the panel.
Frequent ain't shit, bro.
Yo,
I'm trying to tell you, you're going to get to know him, Mark. You're going to get to know him. I promise you're going to get to know him. But listen, I promise you will, bro. I promise you. I promise you. Anyway, I just want to ask Soprano a question, right? So when the fight is done and a month or two pass by, right? And the fighter says he had some injuries or something like that. Is there a way that a fighter can communicate that without it being him making excuses, with him just communicating that?
No,
not at all.
I say that because I say that because Errol did say, and I'm not an Errol fan like that. Like I am an Errol fan, right? But I'm not like an Errol fan where I'm trying to defend him. But I'm just want to say that if Errol said, "Listen, man, I had to get this surgery and I got to get this done," but at the same time, I'm not taking anything away from Terrence. He really beat my ass that night. I'm just saying I'm getting my shit together so I can fight him next, and these are the things I got to get done. Is there any way to communicate something like that without it being an excuse?
Yeah, if you say he beat an injury into me, yeah. If you keep it real, say I got the injury because he messed me up in that fight.
No. There's no
You
way.
can't try to blame somebody. So you taking away credit from Crawford. If you're not gonna say Crawford gave you those injuries, you taking away from his win.
Right.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. If you're trying to say that you went into that fight with those injuries, that's unfair to Crawford. I agree with that. I agree with that.
No, but Earl didn't properly decompress when he ran up that mountain, bro.
What?
Excuses ruined Wilder's career. Excuses ruined Deontay Wilder.
Hashtag excuses, bro.
I tell you what,
he didn't properly decompress when he went up that mountain.
Yeah,
they said it, man. The experts even said that, man. He ran up. They said he should have never ran up that mountain, bro.
Yeah, who's this expert you're referring to? I'm always intrigued when somebody calls himself an expert.
Who said Victor Conti said that, bro?
Ooh, the steroid.
Didn't Victor Conti say that? He was talking. He came out talking about how he.
Earl Spence.
No, I'm saying with the whole mountain thing.
With the altitude sickness. He's talking about the altitude sickness.
Yeah, he didn't properly decompress.
So what are you gonna say if he lose the rematch? Are you gonna say something was wrong with him again, or are you just gonna say Crawford a better fighter?
The cataract grew back, bro.
Yo, mastermind.
No, it'll be fair and square. It gotta be fair and square, though. You know what I mean?
Into a coma, bro.
We can't give him.
You gotta know this. Have a good night, fellas. Asuna, shout out to you. Thank you for having me on the panel. Claymore, salute. All y'all, salute. All right, y'all don't mind, follow my channel, Low Nose Boxing. I'll be doing my, you know what I mean? You have a good one.
Put it in the chat. The link.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'm about to say, if you want, I'll do it for you.
Yeah, do it for me because I don't know. I'm still learning.
I'm gonna do it right now. I got you.
I like the way Tank Davis doing his career, though. I really do.
So let me give you this though. Frequent. If you telling me that Shakur hand was messed up, you can't tell me that Earl was messed up. Like, you got to pick one.
Earl had proof too. Both of them had their proof, bro. Earl had proof. What? Earl had the patch on his eye when he rolled out, and he was he in a wheelchair?
He couldn't run out the way. Frequently he twisted his leg and ankle.
Oh my god! He had the patch on his eye, bro.
I'm glad Earl Spence still alive after that crash, man. He's supposed to be. I prayed for him that night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the crash and the lifestyle and all of that, bro.
Oh, here we go.
He still was whooping ass after the crash.
All right, so these were the
all
Jones.
facts.
He said broken rib, couldn't spar, cataract,
mountain climbing.
He didn't make that excuse. Victor Conti.
No, he said it. He said, yeah.
He was jogging. No, Earl ain't make none of those excuses except for the cataract.
Yeah, the cataract is the only thing he made an excuse for. And the rib, I think, a little bit. No,
he said no, I know for a fact he said that he did not spar the whole time he was in Vegas because of his rib.
Right.
He brought up the cataract. He brought up not living the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3. I feel like I'm missing something.
And the cataract, he bring up the cataract. He actually said that's why he was getting out. He actually said what happened to him because of the cataract, like literally.
Why you think I got hit with somebody?
Do the excuses help you sell the rematch?
He ain't had no tune-up because Bud fought David Avanesian, and he was sitting on the shelf for like a year and almost a half.
And busted his gloves up. He ain't had no gloves.
Yeah.
And let's not never forget that. Well, we all know that Terrence uses snack. So
them snacks be good though. They help you win.
We forgot the main one, bro. We forgot the main one. Bud was on camera stacking, bro. We forgot that one. The raps. Bud was on camera stacking. It was in Vegas. It was legal, but he was stacking, bro.
Man, somebody said them snacks good to help him win.
Hell yeah, I'm down with snack. They let a steroid user come into boxing. They said they kicked him out of baseball. He took over boxing.
I'm cool with snack too. I'm right with you, man. I ain't got no problem with snack, bro. I don't know.
Don't get us started to what Bud rehydrated to, bro. He was bigger than Earl then.
Of course,
we like that rehydration. Ain't no rehydration clause. Go on and get big. Golden Corral, baby.
How much did Terrence weigh?
He was big.
They only do stuff like that to Hanos. They ain't gonna release that type of information. The hate for Hanos is real, bro.
That's why Tank scared to fight him.
He ballooned up to like 185 or something like that. Remember when he was like he getting ready for Canelo? It's still crazy though. At the end of the day,
and Errol smoked the blunt before you went to the ring.
That I believe.
Well, he did that every fight. That's like saying Mike Tyson got high before Buster Douglas. That wasn't the first time Tyson got high.
Mike Tyson gave him a goodie bag. That shit had mushrooms.
Are y'all assuming or y'all know this?
No. Mike Tyson gave him a goodie bag.
I'm talking about Earl.
Yeah, Mike Tyson
Allegedly.
gave him a goodie bag.
No, I'm playing. I have no idea. I'm just adding to the BS because there's a whole lot of BS getting talked about.
I wouldn't be surprised if Spence could whoop ass on high on the blunt though. He probably went in the ring high before and still won.
Earl looked like the type that he smoked. He do something. He be looking high most of the time anyway. And they be like, oh, it's just his eyes. I'm like, man, I've seen interviews where his eyes don't look like that.
That's why he said he going to change his lifestyle because it wasn't alcohol that time. That shit was mushrooms and weed. That nigga was on something.
You know, when Bernie Mac was like, yo, let me get something for my cataracts. That's probably what Earl really trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Crawford told you he was going to beat him. When he said bet 100,000, when Crawford said bet $1 million, that's when we should have picked Crawford. He was too confident. He was like, bet $1 million. That's when we should have bet Crawford.
That Earl at that time, I don't think Bud would have beat because that Earl had footwork and movement.
You talking about when they first had that argument or whatever, when he ran down on him?
Yeah, he was like, bet $1 million. Crawford and Spence ain't bite on that million. He was like, nah, that's a little too much. You too confident, brother.
He said we could bet $1 million, and they should.
Oh, they did? Oh, okay.
Yep.
No, the crazy thing was Bud said, I'm gonna make you do the stanky leg. That was crazy, and he did it. Yeah,
and that's how you knew that he was more confident because Spence was saying, "I bet you won't knock me out. You ain't gonna knock me out." He wasn't saying, "I'm gonna knock you out." He's like, oh, "Man, you ain't gonna knock me out."
Spence said, "On God, you ain't gonna stop me."
Mm-hmm. He lied to God. Damn.
Bud said he gonna have Earl doing a stanky leg, bro.
Listen, when they had that conversation,
the chicken noodle soup in it.
Somebody did a video on that, bro.
That fight, when Terrence was telling him all that shit at the fight, just telling him what it was going to be and the excuses that was going to get made, you could see how serious, you could see how confident Terrence was, and you could see Errol was just saying what he was supposed to say in front of his friend.
Yep.
It even got to a point where Errol's friend tried to say something for Errol because Errol wasn't sounding confident, and Terrence was like, it's just me here. It's just me. Like you could tell that Terrence was dead serious. He really understood what he was going to do to him, man. Especially in hindsight when you look back at it.
Yeah, hey, you right. He killed him. He said, "You talking to me? I'm right here." He's like, "Nah, don't talk to him."
Right. Yeah, he was like, "You talking to him? What you talking?" Because Terrence's friend said something. It was Terrence's friend who said something, and he was like, "Don't focus on him. You talking to me."
He said, "Tell your nigga to be quiet."
Right.
Yeah, he was
but through all that happened though, and through all the excuses and everything, I still got Earl in the second fight, bro.
I can see that.
I think Crawford the best street fighter in boxing though. I think he could whoop anybody on the streets pretty much. I mean,
I got Earl in the second fight by stoppage, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he is a good wrestler too. He got that wrestling background. He probably know how to really get.
I'm gonna wrap this up in a little bit, so we gonna pick a little since you brought this up.
It's kind of late.
You need, I gotta get up at 7:30, so I'm gonna try to get some rest. But you need three. You in a street fight, you need 3 active boxers right now to back you up. Who you picking?
Terrence is definitely gonna be in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get old crazy ass better be for me. That's my security.
You need 3 though. 3. So let's start with play.
I definitely got Terrence. I'm gonna go with Terrence. It could be any generation, or it has to be like boxers that are active right now.
I prefer active, but
let's go with active.
Yeah, let's go with active. That make it tougher.
So Terrence, Subriel, and I'm gonna go. God, that's a hard one. This last one is hard, right? I mean, this last one's difficult. I need somebody to throw. Tank is just small, man. I'm sorry, bro. Just small.
Tank a shooter.
Give me David Benavidez.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Anonymous says better beef Crawford Benavidez. All right, I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead, frequent. Go ahead, tell me who you got.
I got Old Man Barroso, Rolly Romero, and no, I'm just kidding. No, but I got Deontay Wilder for sure though. Because you talking about a street fight, bro. So we ain't got to worry about him knowing how to box or nothing. Just throw that right hand. So Deontay Wilder, you could give me I can't take nobody small, man. It got to be like Beterbiev and dang, I'm gonna say Canelo, man. Canelo.
You know
Canelo hit hard, bro.
Yo, if you really Google it, bro, like Canelo got like niggas suing him for like breaking his jaw, like in parties and shit like that. Like Canelo be wilding, bro.
Canelo got his jaw broke.
I would have said Kovalev because Kovalev get crazy in the bars.
Oh, yeah, that sound more like it. I know ain't nobody broke. That's man, what the hell?
Good one, Oscar. De La Fish.
Right?
That's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna straight up. I'm gonna definitely take piggyback with the Wilder. I'm taking Little Tank. And I got to take somebody to talk shit. So when we start running up out of there, they get beat up. So we're going to take Shakur.
Oh, you got all little guys with you, bro.
Listen, I'm a big guy myself, freaking.
Esteban, who you got, man?
I got Crawford, Better Beef, and Anthony Joshua.
Yeah. You got a big old pussy with you.
No, I'm dropping.
Right.
Hey,
but he can throw them hands though. He probably break a couple jaws out there and get in a fight in the club.
He gonna dip.
No, you say he gonna run. AJ big ass run out the club, man.
Didn't he get knocked out by Andy Ruiz, man?
Oh, you said AJ ain't gonna be no good security for me.
You need Andy might be a good John to have in that situation, bro. When shit pop off at the club, you might need Andy, bro.
Yeah, and Andy gonna get you some hoes too.
Yeah, his punch resistance in that street fight gonna be good too.
Yeah, ain't nobody knocking out Andy Ruiz and all. Nah. So all right, so I'm gonna pick mine. So I kind of want to pick Tyson Fury, bro. I think they sleeping on his dog. I think he good security. I think he really gonna be in his bag. I'm gonna say Tyson Fury. I'm gonna go.
Ooh,
I want to go Better Beef. I want to pick Better Beef. So let's pick Better Beef. Better Beef, Tyson Fury, and then we gonna do. Damn.
All right, gotta go Deontay, bro.
Let me see. I'm about to pull out a wild card. I'm about to pull out Jamel.
Look,
you're right. That crazy dude.
I know that.
He gonna start the fights for you. He gonna get you in the mass fights.
Look, I gotta reach
Jamel don't get tired, nothing, bro.
He gonna get you in the shit.
The only pick I feel bad that I didn't get and I didn't think about was Deontay. Deontay should be there.
I gotta go Deontay.
Yeah, I think Tyson Fury a good security guard though.
Jamel was a bad pick, bro. Soon somebody clock him, he gonna be hesitant.
I gotta reach that. I gotta go Deontay and Boots. Like, I think that's my crew.
Oh, Boots! I didn't even think about Boots, but
Deontay Morrell and Boots. I gotta take them.
Oh, we overlook Boots. We overlook Danny Garcia.
What?
The no looker hooker.
Deontay Crawford, and I'm going Benavidez, man. He just showed me. I just think he got that dog in him. I think Benavidez is that Mexican monster outside and inside.
The hardest dude to beat in the street fight in their prime would be Mike Tyson. That'd be a tough ass street fight, bro.
Yeah, that's why I asked him.
David Tua, bro.
Yep, that David Tua. Oh my God, that left hook.
Michael Green.
Y'all remember James Thunder?
Yep, when Chris Bird whooped his ass.
You know what I'm saying? He have Jerry Curl too.
I'm gonna pick a prime James Kirkland.
I'll take Hagler over.
Yeah, long as Ann Wolf with him.
If we going outside of this generation, if we talking about not active, I want some James Toney in there, Mike Tyson, and for sure, I'm telling you straight up, Mr. Let's Go champ, bro. Shannon Briggs,
Shannon?
baby.
Bro,
Yeah.
Butterbean knock all those dudes you just named out.
Shit, Butterbean, bro.
Yo, Lorenzo said
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
I said Hagler. Yeah, I'll take Hagler in a minute.
Hagler got to be the number one pick, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You know Jack Johnson, boy, he'll be whooping ass too.
True. That old school, he was basically street fighting anyway.
Oh, I forgot Kimbo Slice, bro. He was a boxer for a little while. Kimbo Slice used to that, bro.
Yo, Kimbo was really like that.
Yep. Don't forget Paulie Malignaggi too.
Oh man, I'm right. All right.
He getting strong.
I need basketball. I need to go run up the hill right now.
He gonna get fucked up right away.
He gonna be out of there quick.
Hey,
he gonna
Paulie probably turn his back and let him get you.
Right. He said Paulie gonna turn his back and let him whoop that ass.
Anyone who started it. And Paulie
He gonna start fast talking. I ain't see anything.
Hey, you remember Nassim Richardson? He said, man, if he had punching power, he'd be the greatest fighter in the world. He said he could get a running start and couldn't knock over a glass of water.
Who said that about Paulie, bro? Who said he started talking fast?
Me.
You said, I ain't see anything.
Yeah, he be talking fast as heck, man.
Yo, he the type he say the N-word and then get you
Don't
Oh, that's what I said. He'd be the one getting us beat up for no reason. He wouldn't even win that fight. Turn around.
Yeah, I'm not bringing Paulie to no fight, bro. That's just not.
No, that's your boy, Clay. You be defending that nigga. Right.
Where you think Paulie got them hands from, Mazuma? Where you think Paulie learned his skills from? The streets of New York?
Yeah, he from Brooklyn or something like that, or Staten Island.
You know he got them street fights in him.
Clay, no. Clay. Paulie
Malignaggi.
Paulie grew up in Bensonhurst. There ain't no street fights up there. But
I like Paulie.
Yeah, of course.
I thought he got his skills from the streets like Tyson.
Nah.
I like him in the
streets.
Oh, he wasn't no street fighter? Oh, I thought for him to be that good, he did pretty good with no punching. He had a decent career for no punching power, though.
Yeah,
Trailer parks, bro.
His was worse. His punching power was worse than Devin Haney.
Paulie?
Nah, he from that. He from Brooklyn, but I don't think he was no street dog.
Paulie a clown.
Right.
You don't respect that guy at all.
Nope.
I don't, after them remarks that he had, I was cool with him until he started making them remarks.
Yeah, he turned racist. He used to like black people, then he turned racist when Wilder and them came out.
No, it was AB. AB took his title and his girl,
you're right.
bro.
You're right. That's when he turned racist. You're right. I take that back. That's when he turned racist.
Crazy because like a month ago he was talking crazy about AB, all positive stuff. I'm like, yo,
he said I'm taking Chavez on coke.
I was gonna take. We was going old school. I was really gonna say Margarita. I mean Mayorga. I was
gonna say like that was my side piece. That was my side piece.
I ain't gonna lie though, Margarito definitely the boy you want to have with you in a street fight though.
Don't forget Mayorga, he gonna start the shit.
Mayorga going definitely. He gonna start the problem too.
Yep.
He gonna be the one
Margarito. I would be I'll be real comfortable with the idea of having Margarito rumble some people with me.
Yeah, he said the Eminem.
What about Oscar De La Hoya? You think he could hold it down?
Hell no.
Oscar was nice, yo. You can't front on Oscar, bro.
Oscar was a monster.
You think he can handle his hand in those street fights in that club?
I don't think so.
If Oscar hit one of them with that left hook, he gonna
in the body, he was all right.
Remember that
seemed
boy,
like he didn't like the fight.
That was a good fight, bro.
Oscar said he never had a street fight in his life.
Of course he did.
Because ain't nobody was running up on him.
That's why he was the golden boy. He was too handsome, like his son Ryan.
Yeah, Margarito gonna hit somebody on top of their head and it's gonna be
bottles all day.
Yeah, Margarito murderer. He'll put
Madonna.
Madonna
about that life too, for sure. Madonna about that life. Madonna lived that some real life.
If I'd had a little dude, you know who I'd have picked?
Who that?
Ruslan.
Oh yeah, he a monster. I like him. Now he's a great fighter.
What about Rigo?
We taking a little dude Pitbull working with me.
Yeah, Rigo is one of the best fighters I ever seen. Skill wise, I never seen nobody with them type of skills. Defensive and that left, he had a left hand like Adonis Stevenson.
You talking about Rigo?
Yeah, Rigondeaux.
Rigondeaux.
Yeah, Rigondeaux. he be the one that he got. I would trust him, but he gonna have to swing first. He gonna, don't let the ball swing first. Rigo might get on the back foot and start copping, please.
Mazuma, I never seen nobody with that type of skill level in the boxing ring, man. He like one of the top 10 guys I ever seen. I mean, I never seen. He was hard to hit and everything.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I put him up there with Floyd's skill level.
Do it kill if you take Bill and Don King?
What?
Bill and Don King. Do it count if you take Bill Haney and Don King with you?
Man,
you need a promoter.
Yeah, Don King, the best of all time.
Had a body back in the day, though.
Yeah, okay. Well, so
that dude owed him that $400, man. That was $4 million back then.
I'm pretty sure that Bill had some street games too. I don't know what he got, but yeah. Nasty. Wow. Oh, he put his fishnet skirt on? Come on, man. That's funny.
Oscar, nasty man.
Yeah, man. What happened to Oscar, man? He was dressing like a woman.
Ain't nobody say Floyd, but Floyd ain't. Yeah. Floyd.
No, don't nobody want Floyd. Floyd gotta have them bodyguard, them big ass bodyguard.
His hands too brittle though.
No, I would have took Floyd. Would have been out there like easy work.
I think Floyd pop. They gonna pop somebody, man. Especially ain't got a bodyguard
on people.
No, Floyd gonna hit somebody on their forehead and break every knuckle in his hand.
Yep. For real. And pull out that strap and start blasting.
Yep.
He broke somebody's jaw though in a road rage back in the day.
Who?
Floyd. He got arrested for it.
Yeah, some old man or old woman, probably 80.
No, Kovalev was the worst. Didn't Kovalev beat somebody up and their dog? He beat the dog up too. The dog wasn't even safe.
He beat a girl. That was a woman.
It was a woman and her dog. That's not the worst. And
it wasn't even his girlfriend. It was just a woman he trying to get on with.
Oh, let me find out it was one of them little toy poodles or something, bro.
Yeah, it was.
When they said dog, I was thinking like a Rottweiler or something big. You know what I mean?
After that, I said I don't want to hear nothing about no tank or nothing. I don't want to hear nothing.
They punched on a teacup Yorkie, cuz. So sad.
Oh, I'll be back and take your dog.
Yeah. Andre Ward, man, he came through against Kovalev. That was a close fight. He barely won that. 114, 113.
He barely won. The second one, he washed him.
Yep. Oh yeah, we supposed to been going, y'all. We supposed to been going. We are. It's like 118 now.
Yeah, we got.
Don't punch him in the nuts no more. No more nut shots, Andre.
Salute to you guys. Nice meeting you, Mastermind. You are. I
appreciate y'all, bro.
Yo, I really had a moment of like where I had to really stay quiet and just like write notes and like learn, and that was crazy, bro. Like I was really like, oh shit, like I'm getting schooled right now. I can't say nothing. This is crazy. So that was official. That was worth every minute of that, man. I love those opportunities to build like with people like you guys, man. Shout out
Mastermind, where you at, Mastermind?
Yeah, 513 Cincinnati.
Okay, Cincinnati.
Adrian Broner and them, Aaron Pryor, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's
I was over here. I fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie, I was tired all day. That's why y'all ain't see me up here. I was watching too. I kept waking up like, yo, are they still on?
This was good. This was good.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mazuma.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate everybody that came on the panel, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Damn. Man, somebody just dipped. He said
that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
Shout out to Clay, Ray, Frequent Fly for coming on, Slime, Mastermind, all that good shit, man. I appreciate everybody that came on. We was almost on 3 hours. You know what I mean? But it's time for me to get some rest. I hope y'all appreciated the content. Of course, y'all hit the like button. Y'all subscribe to the channel if you like real boxing talk, man. That's what we bringing over here, man. You also subscribe to Claymore Reigns channel. We just had a live on there, bro. I pretty much been on live for like 4 hours straight.
Yeah, right, you're a hardworking man.
Yeah, bro. So you know what I mean? Just on here, just doing what I do. You know what I mean? Just getting this time in and slowly building the channel. But while we in the process, please subscribe to Claymore Rain as well. Subscribe to the boy Mastermind, Frequent Flyer. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is, man. I'm gonna give my ass some rest. You know what I mean? Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. I'm out of here, man. Peace. Y'all have a blessed night.
Peace.
Salute.
Peace.
Yep.